Hey everyone, it's Ethan the Artisan here, and today is Stud Buds Day. So with that, we got a ton of stuff that we're going to do today. Like we're going to discuss Lego news, Lego MOCs, and we also got a tier list. So it's going to be awesome. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and cue the intro. So yes, so we like I said earlier, we got a ton to discuss. And since we didn't do Stud Buds last week, so we got a lot to catch up with. So but first we got to introduce our Stud Buds. So we're gonna start off with the one and only the Bricking Up Brad.
What's up, everyone? How we doing today? Can we get hype in the chat?
So yes. Also we got Mr. Zane. Block.studios here. It's awesome. It's gonna be
You guys are awesome.
So you're awesome. Okay,
Everyone
now
except Zane is awesome, but no.
Zane is awesome. Zane is awesome. Sometimes. And we got
Nobody.
Groot or Drax.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Sorry, I was hiding. It was scary. There's a lot of people here.
Oh, it's
People.
scary.
People.
If you guys don't realize it, Matt back there is selling all of his Lego. If you look
Yeah.
at it,
Yep, it's all
He also
gone.
sold his TV, his
and
Grogu.
TV.
Actually,
his,
my parents sold it all. It was me who sold it, and yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm back home for the weekend. I'm back home for the.
Wait, if you're selling a
Memorial
Lego,
Day
how much you
weekend.
selling that Mandalorian fighter for? No.
That bad boy up there, not for sale. No, I have everything at my other apartment, and I will be moving apartments in the next few weeks, anyways. But today we're back at home. I know it's super confusing. My life is just a mess. My life is as confusing as it sounds.
Well, let's not talk about our broken parts. Let's go ahead and start with how everyone's doing. Let's go ahead and start with the one and only Bricking Up Brad. How's Brad?
Lego was good this week. Actually, I had a really good week. So I got one package in the mail. So I got. Let me just show this off here. I'm super excited about this, guys. We got Diva and Reinhardt now, which honestly, I'm loving these mechs. I love the figures that came with them. I love the pink in this set. It just looks really cool, and I love how the set came out. I did a great animation if you didn't see it. I definitely recommend checking that out on my YouTube channel. I also got a few pick-a brick cups. So the medieval mock is going back on target here, guys. And I also opened up, finally, my 2060 anniversary medieval set. So I think you guys should check that out. I'm going to be making a YouTube video about it soon. So
That's dope stuff.
But I also got some money this week because I had cancellation fees for someone dropping a gig they hired me for. So I'm going to go use that money to buy more pick-a-brick cups later in the week. So I'm excited.
So that was fun. Well, how is Matt doing? No, that's not Matt.
Well, as I mentioned, my life situation has been very weird lately. So in the next few weeks, I will be moving from my current apartment where I'm living, which is not here. I'm currently home right now, and then I moved out to work a job, and at that job they gave me a free apartment. Well, now that job is switching where I live because I'm taking on a different job with the same company, if you could say that. So I will be moving everything again. So you're going to notice a lot of background changes, and that will probably only last until August. So after that, I have to move again. So get ready for all of that work. But what did I do this week with Lego? Nothing. Literally nothing. Honestly, I did absolutely zero Lego related things except for making TikTok content. But I want to show you guys something because I haven't been home recently. And this has stayed at home because I don't want to take it all around over the countryside as I move from place to place to place. So I have some vintage sets that I got for a whopping $65 in total. So this is the first time I'm fully revealing this online. So consider this a Stud Buds exclusive.
Oh, Stud Buds exclusive, y'all.
First off, we have this town system set with the airport.
That's the worst Lego set I've ever seen. I mean, is that supposed to be a castle, guys? Not joking.
Vintage. Secondly, we got this basic Lego building set. This looks so old. I love it so much.
Awesome.
I love that old look and feeling.
Yes, I mean, even look at the back.
That's why we love Zane.
Zane, what are you drinking?
Water.
Oh, okay. I think somebody thought it was milk.
Check this out.
No, that was me. It's because of the jug. Everyone always thinks it's milk.
Well, this is something different. So let me put it this way. I have this lovely cooler here, okay? And I took it with a bunch of drinks to a get-together yesterday. And inside of here, there's no more beverages, but there's a lot of melted ice.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, hey, that's some fresh water. So why don't we just like...
Are you drinking that now?
I can't tell whether that's gross or not. So
it's a clean bag, guys. It's completely clean. It's all just ice. Like it's.
But weren't people reaching into the bag to get drinks?
Nope. I used it to transport my beverages from
Oh,
my house to there into the cooler.
I see. I see. Third, I got a train set, which is really cool.
Ooh,
nice.
No, I haven't
You know the
tested to
years?
see.
Hey, I have the 40th anniversary of that train.
Do you really?
Let me tell you.
I don't know. I'm looking for a date, and it doesn't say, but I'm sure someone in the chat might know. The set number is 7722. We're in the quad digits.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. So when did you get that, Zane?
Last year.
So was it out for a 40th anniversary last year? Is that what you're saying? So that set is 40 years old now, I guess. That's crazy.
That's awesome. That's
Damn.
Fifth. We got the train station.
Train
we got
station.
all of us for 65.
Yep.
That's insane. That is the most insane deal I've seen.
Yep, pretty much. We're still not done, folks.
And we
We
all
need to
know
give
we
him
have a
a
friend who would spy that right off you for a
Yep.
hefty price.
Yep, we do know that, but it currently is not for sale. And now Zane and I can match.
Ooh.
We got some,
I feel
and there's
like-
Lego in here too.
I feel like we all need to get one of those now. Like me and Ethan both need to grab one.
That way we can come over to each other's houses and play Lego
Yes,
together.
we can
And
play
if you, open
Lego.
that, if you open that up, Matt, inside the lid, you'll see that there's a date on it. It says 1985 on it. Is when that Lego case was
Yep.
made.
Yep.
That's awesome.
By the way, I
Yep.
just want to quickly say hi to some people. I saw Aiden in the chat. I saw Riley. I saw Earl Fan Builds.
Ooh,
Man, that was in the hizzy.
Earl in the house.
Cool guy Dom. Saw Randomly Random, who said he dropped some new memes into the chat. Clone Pilot Productions, Richard Bernard, Richardo. So we got a bunch of people. Hello, what's up, everyone? And Tuscan Productions.
Ricardo Bernard.
Ricardo. I saw. I don't know. But just want to say hi to all those people and thank you guys
Yes.
for
for joining
being
us.
here.
That's awesome. So we're missing. What did Zane do?
Okay.
Unless was Matt done?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
this
I'm done.
week,
I'm done.
I have 2 videos that hit over 1 million.
Oh,
Then I have. That's TikTok. But that I wanted to tell you guys that all week.
Update.
Just update on that. I got my AT-AT walker done, and the snow speeder fell off.
You mean the at?
No, fuck that. It's AT-AT.
Oh,
G-rated
content.
content.
You got to keep it there every now and again. But but keep you on your toes. You never know. It's an AT-AT. I get it. In the old toy commercials, they called it an at. I get it. But you're not going to call an AT-ST an at-st or an AT-RT an at-ert. No, it doesn't matter.
I agree with this. I just know what Lucasfilm says, so that's.
I know.
I know
yeah,
it could be called whatever you want.
whatever your heart desires.
That is my reason that the Falcon is now Big Birdie Boo. So that's what I call it, guys.
Well, so that happened. And do you guys know a guy named Jay Lego by chance?
Sounds really familiar.
J Lego Productions.
Well, his
yeah, I know.
TikTok has the gold top hat guy on it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so he sent me some stuff this last week, and so he sent me these, which I don't know if you guys can see that.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay, so he made these for me. There's my sig fig.
So you're gonna send us each one of your sig fig? No.
I can send you guys each one of these if you wanted. But like
That's so cool.
That's
I have
awesome.
see when my beard gets long, I just slap the big beard on there.
Sure.
My logo on there, Then he sent me the helmet. I feel like needs to be a little bit different, but it's supposed to be like a custom Jango Fett thing. Is that what this
Custom
is?
Mandalorian, that's still really cool.
That's supposed to be
really
a custom
cool.
Jango Fett. Yeah, that's what he said.
That's
I like
awesome.
it. It's super awesome. And then he also sent me a custom Pre-Vizsla. So that's who this is. With
Oh
the
no,
dark
I'm jealous.
saber.
I'm jealous.
So,
That's a nicely molded torso on the front.
and it's so this
Yeah.
is like a chest plate that
The
comes
belt.
off and everything, and the belt goes all the way around the backside and all
That's
that.
so cool.
Like
That's so
printing,
cool.
unprinting.
That's really cool.
I,
Are you
I
gonna
really
review
like-
that on your account, or did you already do that?
I have not done it, but I'm going to. I'm going to make a video for it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yes, I
That-
built the Tatooine homestead. I built that this last week.
Oh, okay. Yep.
What did you
guys
think
have
of it?
that. It was odd, honestly. I mean, I like it. It's cool, but it just seems off. Something off about it.
It's weird though when you're building it though, because you're starting to build it up, but it's supposed to be flat.
Yeah.
I
Lay
realized that
down.
because I realized that because it's like you how they have you building it is building it up like this
Huh.
until you get to a certain part. So it's like to here. So it's like it's really weird that you're doing that because it just
That's
feels
funny.
wrong. Because like if you
Yeah.
ever build Lego sets, it just feels wrong. But I think it has a good outcome. So
No, it has a great outcome. I love the way it looks. But it threw me off. Like I'm like, wow, this is like a really tall mountain. Why is it getting bigger and bigger? Then it's like lay it down, and you're like, oh, all right, that makes sense.
I don't own this set, but I do have to say I like that the pieces are printed, and I think that's what it has going for it. But other than that, it's a nice display piece, but it's a lot of tan.
The side printing for the sandcrawler, I thought that was unique and pretty nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have to say though, it is a great display piece for an office. I don't have one, but I wish I did.
I didn't even think about that. I could take it to my office.
I was gonna say, like, so that's my thing is if I ever get an office, three like the gift with purchase sets are perfect for it. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
And the helmets.
The helmets.
yes,
I have.
Yeah,
the
I
first
wanna-
three there.
I want a carrot house for my office.
Yes. I want a first
Perfect.
order ATSD.
Perfect gift with purchase set for the office. Carrot house.
I'm just saying it
Parrot
looks cool. It
I'm
looks
joking
cool.
with you. I'm completely.
It
joking
also
with you.
starts conversation. So
So
Is that a
what's with the carrot house?
I like carrots. Okay, they make my
They're good
eyesight better.
I was just gonna say they're good for my eyes.
That's why I have a built one
Excellent.
that I just hold next to my eyes. It makes it look better. Okay.
Ethan, how was your week? If Zane's done,
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I just wanted to tell you guys that.
it's a lot of
I don't
stuff
think
though.
I've mentioned this on my YouTube channel, but we hit 500K on TikTok, so that's fun.
Woo.
Um,
Can I just say
Golf
you are 15K away from beating Epic Bricks right now, which is insane. Like he even texted you and was like, "Dude, that's awesome."
That's awesome.
I can't believe that. Like I feels like so long ago that we were all like, 400K away from him, and now it's like people are actually catching up. And it's like soon there might be someone
And
who's
people are catching up to us.
yes. I'm trying to catch up to you guys, but
Oh, people are passing us.
Well,
At least me.
I know you guys already know this, but I got this set. Got it for Amazon for like 50.
Woo!
nice.
So that's fun. I got a Lego
How much
set.
was
And
that
yeah,
originally?
I think it was only like 60 or 70. I think it was.
Hey, I
60,
mean, if you
actually.
save some money on it, that's great.
I saved it. I might open it. I might not. If I do decide to open it, it'll be a couple of months.
There's a part of me that wants to buy that and then the new set that came out with it. Even if
To
that's
me-
just for resale, but those are still great sets.
The new one's
just-
big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's big. But to me, just looking at the set, it looks like just a fun build. Like
Do you
just
like
it's a
Friends?
room with minifigures. It looks fun.
Do you actually watch the show, Ethan? Friends?
Oh, I haven't watched it in a long time.
We all asked them that because we're like, wait, Ethan, you've watched Friends?
We don't have cable, but we get the station that comes on.
Ah, there it is.
I'm quickly looking here at price for that set
Oh,
originally.
Ethan.
Brad, do you watch it? Do you watch Friends?
Oh yeah, I've watched all but the last seasons because that's when they took it off Netflix. That was
It's
a
on
sad
HBO
day.
Max now.
Yeah, and I don't feel like paying for HBO Max. I don't actually see that on the Lego website anymore.
I've watched a few episodes here and there from Friends because when I was living at Disney, my roommates loved the show. My other roommate also loved Golden Girls, so I got my fair share of Golden Girls. that I
Golden
watched.
Girls?
Literally, yep. My one roommate Diego, shout out to him. He would never be watching this, but he used to
I
watch
mean-
Golden Girls every night. So I literally know the full story.
Don't worry, I have watched enough chick flicks in my life now because of my sister. Because she'd be like, Brad, we're gonna go watch chick flicks, and I'm like, okay. It's like, no, you have to do this. She'd always make deals with me, like she'd buy me candy and stuff. So I understand watching stuff, and then after a while, be like, I know the plot line to all these movies, and I don't. No one should.
But all I have to say is, what a babe, Betty White. Oh.
Betty White. Oh man, Betty freaking White.
All right, let's move on here.
Okay. I also built this. I got this is an awesome
Nice.
minifigure. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this minifigure for a good minute. It's got arm printing.
I'm timing you.
Look at that. The printing. I'm done. It's a good.
Okay.
Oh, I actually added a jetpack.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Mile, kick your ass. I got the dark saber.
Oh, I got
G-rated content. G-rated.
I got Baby Yoda.
Oh,
Finally.
Grogu.
Grogu. Come on, you inconsiderate.
The child. The child.
I'm forever calling him Baby Yoda.
Hey, Ethan, you
I
need
like-
the commando
I jump
invisors.
I jump
Ooh.
between his name like every 2 days. Like it's either the child, Baby Yoda, or Grogu. Like
Nothing else has happened this week though.
No more cheese
Me.
slopes?
but there has been a lot that have happened with Lego leaks.
Yes.
Hear that transition?
Well, yes, that transition which is perfect for me.
That was clean. That was a clean transition.
This is the cleanest one.
You ready?
Clean.
I'm ready. Guys, I can get behind that jingle.
I can too. I love that jingle.
Jingle and a tinkle.
After a couple of weeks, Matt is still not impressed.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie, wipe the CD.
Hey, if we start getting any Ghostbusters leaks, then we're gonna have to talk about crossing the streams. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
When they actually decide that Ghostbusters will be a set that they do again.
Okay, so if you guys didn't know, there is a new set that's going to be the biggest one for a while. And I'm actually kind of interested in this one. I don't know if I'll get it, but it's cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I was at the Lego store this past week, and they were making this, and I think it's a super cool set.
It's going to
I
be
think
boring
it's
to build.
But I'm gonna say it's the same problem I have with Coliseum. Look at all that white. Look at all that. But I do think this set is better to build because you can get the little plates. You can build one of those at a time. Like I was talking to one of the managers, and like, well, this is like something I do when I'm watching TV. Like I'd put on a good movie and go do this. And Zane has done more with the art stuff than we have, but like I think it's a cool set. I just think like this would be a fun thing to get a group of people and we each do a piece of the thing.
So the way it
That's
works
my thought.
is it's like a 20 by 20 square, and you do one square at a time, and then there's Technic pins that hold each of these squares together. But I don't know how I feel about the world map because at least the Star Wars one or like the Iron Man and stuff like that, they come with audio tracks that teach you things, but like behind the stuff about like Star Wars, like things you wouldn't really think about, like how they came out with the audios for the pod racers, where a guy in California actually went out to like a dock and recorded audios for speedboats and cigar boats and stuff like that, and added other sounds in with it. But I mean, just things like that. It sits there and it talks and it interviews these creative people and how they came up with Darth Maul. And I don't know how they would do something like that for this type of artwork, in my opinion.
Yeah, might as well just buy a paper map.
Geography facts.
I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but my dad, when he was in college, his college professor was the dad of the guy who did all the audio for Star Wars. So I don't know if I'd mentioned that before, but
it's really cool. That's
really
cool. For me, this reminds me literally of a puzzle. I don't know why, but it looks like something that my grandparents would enjoy putting together.
But okay, for the record, I like the attempt here. They're making adult stuff. They're trying to make stuff that's more customized towards adults. And adults like puzzle. Like I'm not, maybe not our, us, but there are adults who like puzzles. The only thing I wish they had done is maybe done some of the continents, like with the, I don't know, like maybe made some of the different parts of the continents different colors. I don't know, like maybe something, I don't know, like
all I have to say is, wouldn't it have been cool to be 3D? Like,
Yeah.
A globe.
Ooh.
Yeah,
the
like-
white shit. I think the
Wasn't
white
there supposed to be
shit's
a globe?
higher than.
that was an
Was it-
idea set, but it never came to fruition. for
Okay,
some
because I was
reason.
gonna say I'd rather have a globe set than that. In my
Yeah.
Like in the U.S. where the Rocky Mountains are, you get a ton of like jaggedy cheese slope areas
Yeah.
for the,
Yeah.
the range. Like I just feel like, especially that now this is the largest Lego set.
Whoa! Go back to that last picture really quick, Ethan. Go back. You guys
This
see?
one?
Sorry. No,
Oh
no.
yeah, no, go back. No,
You see the
that one.
top right corner where it shows the audio?
Yes,
thing?
yes.
Oh,
I wonder what the soundtrack is for that. I want to know.
Customize the oceans, personalize
Welcome,
oceans.
world
North
traveler.
America, South America, Africa.
So there is some sort of audio track that
There
they're
is, yes. Like,
Huh.
you know,
I
I
just-
just happen to conveniently have
It's
this
a
right here
geography
with me,
class.
right next to me, just right at that right moment. This
Oh,
just happened to be here
Convenient.
conveniently. Let me flip this around for you. Okay, so if you look back here, we also have a nice display of colors, and you have a little audio book. I just don't know how that's gonna work out. Like, is it gonna be like this, and just when you open it up, it's just full of like little pieces? Oh, by the way, monster brick separator. I don't know if you guys ever seen one of these.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a thick separator.
But it doesn't have. It's a thick separator
With
but it
3
doesn't have
C's.
The little.
Oh, for the
thingy.
record, that's one thing I'm not looking forward to in this set. Is yes, you get the big brick separator, but those aren't studded pieces. Those are all smooth pieces.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't even
Yikes.
think about that.
that sucks.
See,
I just thought about that. Sorry.
It's the same thing with the Coliseum. It feels more like a marketing tactic rather than making something really cool, like the UCS Millennium Falcon, because that was
Yeah.
the biggest set for so long, and then they had to outdo it with the Coliseum. It just felt like a marketing move, and
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily for the fans. It's just a
Yeah.
reason for you to buy the set right now because you feel like, oh, I need to get the biggest set, rather than like, this is really cool and something that I want to buy. And I'm sure this would look great on a wall. Like, I don't own a world map, but I think the fun of world maps is that you can, and I think this would be really cool for like a Lego fan, although it is smooth, is to be able to like place a flag on all the different parts of the world you've been to.
I was about to
That's
say,
what
That'd be
my
cool.
ex-girlfriend used to do. Is she
My
used to
dad
put
does
like
that.
marks on it. Yeah.
he does
So,
thumb
quick
tacks,
thing.
like the little tiny round ball ones in
Yep.
all those places he's been.
So I quickly looked about what the audio track is. About the audio, the soundtrack features travel stories from, and then it's like a bunch of different people to New. This person went to New Zealand. The Travel Muse family blog. Ernest White, who is an American travel TV producer and host. Fiorella Groves, a Lego designer and travel lover. Swan, I can't even pronounce these. This other person, first person in history to visit every country in one unbroken journey without flying. So it's travel stories, it looks like. I can't tell you their names. I can't pronounce it, but that's
Like
the audio track.
explorers. Yeah, that sounds interesting.
I do have to go. Like, I'm gonna have to go back. This is something that's not meant for us. It's.
Yep.
I think they are coming out with sets because there are people who like puzzles. There are people. This is someone's type of thing, though.
Yeah.
This is. Some people like that. This is not our type of thing. I mean, I like the artworks, but they're not my style. They're not what I like to do.
But
So
as a
I
Lego
think-
fan, it just feels like a cheap move to make something for someone else be the thing that is the
Yeah.
biggest set. That's where I'm coming from in that sense. Keep going, Brad.
I
Sorry to cut
agree,
you off.
but I don't think they thought about that. I don't think they thought, oh my god, this will be a bigger fan of like puzzle designer people will like this set more than I don't know. That's my take on it. I think it's cool. I like what they did with this. Personally, no, I'm not picking it up.
I don't think I will.
Oh, well, I wonder if they did it in a way like, I don't know, like for me, for example, I've been to 43 states in America. Okay, I've traveled a ton, but I also enjoy Lego. So maybe it takes, like we said, the people that put pins or flags on their maps in their rooms, it allows them to do that in kind of a more creative fashion, with
Yes.
colors and with pieces. I think they might be able trying to combine the two passions, traveling and Lego. You
Yeah.
know.
And I
So-
feel like I agree with Matt though. They could have done something better,
They
but
could have, like a globe.
yes.
The artwork just, they haven't been my favorite. And like you said, Brad, I know they're not for me. So,
Yeah.
Ethan, what do you think?
I think it's cool. I think it's what's the price? $250.
Yeah.
You get a lot of nice studs.
That's how you really feel.
my eye catcher. I'll start with the sets and then the parts.
Sorry. Okay. You say my eye catcher, and then you pull. Sorry, the image you
I
pulled
thought
up.
it was
I
gonna
just
be
thought,
the woman. I thought you were gonna be like, that woman is
He caught my
what a
eye.
model. What a model.
Sorry.
We all know Ethan's taste now. If there's any single ladies in here that look just like that, please DM Ethan the Artisan on Instagram.
Maybe the model is in the chat right now.
Maybe
Can we
she's here.
wait? Can the chat find this girl and reach
No,
out
oh
to
my
her
gosh.
and get her phone number to be able to get Ethan to have a date with this girl? We have to set this up. Come on, guys.
The boys got us. Let the internet do its thing. Get that lady hooked up with Ethan.
Okay, let's get back on topic.
What does she look like?
she's good looking, Ethan.
He's
You got
really
this.
concentrating on putting that map on that board.
Ethan was just distracted by the Lego set, guys. He didn't even notice there was someone else in the picture.
I really like the turquoise parts,
I
tile parts,
Yep.
and
They
that has
do
a lot
say
on
you
it.
can customize the ocean and other parts of it. So it does sound like there might be extra parts there to customize.
Well, if you look
But
down at the bottom of that picture, you can see like the way you put like the map. You can move it along in different ways
Oh,
to have it
yeah.
in different areas. Like if America is your main home, like in the middle, that lower middle picture, it's
Yeah.
right there in the middle and has the two like the other continents around it. Just kind you can place it based pretty much around where you're centered in your life.
And I don't think you have to rebuild it either because of those
Oh,
plates
no.
do come apart.
Yes.
So I
Oh.
think
well,
that's
Other than the edges might
Yeah.
make it difficult
the
because
edges are difficult.
I don't know. That was just some. Maybe you
I
have to
think that
redo maybe
is-
a few of them.
I think that's a really cool feature. I'm about that.
Yeah.
But personally, I would have rather had a world globe other than this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
I
Or
think a
another
globe would have
bad
looked
batch
really
set.
cool. Well,
Yeah.
but okay, this is the thing. They dump certain money into different stuff. Just because we're getting this set doesn't mean like you gotta blame the other Star Wars sets we're getting for us not getting another Bad Batch set, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
this other sets we're getting sound so cool that I'm fine with waiting another year to get Bad Batch sets.
So personally for me, this might be a weird take, but I think that the biggest Lego set should be something more like original
Iconic.
Lego.
I don't think it
Yes.
should be a Star Wars set.
I don't either. And I don't think it should be the Coliseum either. And I don't think that
Yeah.
it should be this world map. I think it should be like a big city set or something.
Yes.
I don't even I would be even happy with it being Ninjago. I know that's a weird
Mhm.
take, but
It's
like
still
I
Lego, though.
think they
It's
should
still
do a
Lego.
castle. I
Yeah.
think it should be an OG castle
Oh,
or
of course
classic
you do.
space. No, I'm thinking like OG castle or classic space. The
Space.
two things you think of when you think
Well,
of Lego. Those
so-
should be
I agree with that, but what I just like, so in the beginning they had Lego Town before Lego City. Like if they made like kind of like the Mos Eisley Cantina, how there's so many pieces in separate little buildings. If they did a huge modular city, or like you said, like a giant space thing where it's like a planet, but it has all these different buildings on the planet itself, like
his
build a
opinion
Death
doesn't matter.
Star and have planets on it. But I mean, something classic that when you think of Lego City, it's not just pieces of it, it's like a huge city.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
think the one problem is they keep saying, hey, this is the biggest Lego set of all time, but it's so many small pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to do the next biggest Lego set. It's going to be, if you want bigger pieces in there, it's going to be even way more expensive. Now they're doing $250, $350 was the last one. These all had small pieces in it, small like ish pieces. I think
Mhm.
that's a problem. I think, but it makes sense. They don't even mean it to be. I don't think they always mean it to be the new biggest Lego set. I don't think the Coliseum, they're like, hey, this is going to be the next biggest
they
Lego
do.
set.
They do that on purpose.
Okay. Because I was just going to say, I
They
think
have to. It's a
were
marketing
like,
plan.
we're going to build a Coliseum. And then they realize, oh, shoot, how we're doing this is going to be the next biggest Lego set.
Well,
That's my person.
the way I think they designed them is this is the piece amount, and I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong with this. Where they say this is your piece amount, you have to make it fit, make a
This
Coliseum, go design. This is your budget to do it. Where they already plan like how many pieces or about how many pieces it's going to be, and it's more than that because it's not just okay. We design a Lego set and that's what it is. There's more to it from a business perspective and what they're planning for future. It just rubs me the wrong way. That's all.
I think you're thinking too far into this, but I think we should just be more.
Well, here's my thing. How many more biggest Lego sets are they going to have? There's a
Yeah.
new one every year. That's my problem with it. Because
would
it feels like a
mean-
lie.
Yeah. It would mean a lot more if it was every 5 years or even more than that.
I think sometimes they're just trying to create a cool set. I think that I don't know. Maybe I think sometimes they don't plan on just keep overdoing themselves. But I do agree. Yeah, we are getting a lot of Lego sets that are like, hey, this is the new base Lego set. But with pixel art, you're gonna get sets that are bigger because they're trying to put little studs into it, and then it's the big background pieces. That's
How
just
many
my hot
pieces
take.
is that?
Let's see.
3,001. Oh no, sorry, you moved it on me.
1,000.
11,000.
Yeah, 11,695.
So that's going to be the newest, biggest set ever.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
But I get this one though, because the only reason I get the piece count for this, I get this more than the Coliseum, because to make a map and get the oceans and the details, and if you look at it the way a topographical map works, I get it. I completely get
It's
it has
pixel
to
art.
have that much. It has, but it's studs. It has to have that much to be able to be creative with it. I get it. Am I okay with it taking the title of the biggest Lego set? No, because it doesn't feel like a Lego set. It's art. You know, that you know what I mean? It's like it's tons of pieces that it needs to have to be able to have a good piece of art. It's not a set. It's not a building. It's not a figure. It's not a spaceship. It's not a car. It's not. Again, it seems to me it's like Technic. It's Lego, but it seems like not fully. It just seems a little bit off. You know,
I can understand that.
Once you put it on the wall, you're probably not going to take it off.
Yeah.
Whereas the Coliseum, I see that as more of a Lego set than this because you know how it was built. But yeah, I can agree with what you're saying.
I think we beat the dead horse there, though.
Yep. All right, let's move on. You want me to talk about
Spaceship?
Spaceship?
I
No
agree.
space.
Spaceship?
I think we should. I do think they should pull one of the classic Lego themes, and that should be the biggest set.
Yeah, they should.
Mm-hmm.
And stop doing bigger sets now.
Big space.
or
space.
So you get it's the 4 quadrants. So they have space in one corner, castle in another. I don't know what other 2 themes would be. You maybe got like a town in another, and then pirates. Yeah, and then they make up the biggest set.
That would be cool. But might as well make 4 sets and make it connect.
Yeah.
Y'all
That
are
would be
awesome.
cool though.
You guys are awesome people. I hope everybody in the chat here knows how cool you guys are to know all this Lego stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all are amazing. Anyways, continuing on.
Okay. Well, Lego did a post of a post. What is this? Is it going to be?
It's lights.
or-
It's light. It's just lights. We all know that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna cut any corners here. This is lights. What else would this mean?
Are you kidding me? Like light kits and stuff for our Lego?
But here's the catch, though, right? Like,
I want to see what thoughts.
is it? I don't think it's going to be lighting kits specifically for like the way Light Tailing or Game of Bricks or Light My
Game of
Bricks
Bricks.
does it.
If you guys ever need any lighting kits, Game of Bricks sponsor, code block 20% savings.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
If you ever need custom minifigures, minifigures at me, Brad Bricking 10 to get 10%.
And I sold all my Legos, so no more. No.
That brings me up. Sorry, ADD moment before I forget this.
Yes.
Did you guys enter the competition to win a
Oh,
light
not
kit
yet.
from me yet?
I
Not
will, but not yet.
You guys have to. Please at least enter it.
I will. I promise.
I will.
But not yet. I haven't been
I've had it.
in one place.
No one cares. But not.
I'm eating a lemon bar.
I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I saying?
Lighting kits. What are you saying?
Okay. I don't think they're going to be set specific, but I think they will be more creative in a sense. So, for instance, you know how, I mean, Zane, we've both put together lighting kits. I don't know if you two have yet, but you know how specific it is to put them in, say, a Razor Crest or the Falcon or the Star Destroyer. I think they will make generalized lights. So this is a light that you can use, and it's a green one, and you can put it in a Star Destroyer. And this is like the wires to be able to connect, and this is the circuit board. But it's going to be kind of like, I'm not going to say it.
For generic lights, like here's a handful of lights,
down.
and use it the way you want to use it.
But like
You know?
safer because, well, not that lighting kits aren't safe, but the cable management's a little rough sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that Lego could create it in a way that simplifies the process for people of all ages, no matter how much you know about the way electronics works together and everything. And you might even learn something. Honestly, I learned a lot when I put my lighting kit together for the Razor Crest, because I didn't know how to like even put lighting into a circuit board or anything like that beforehand.
Really?
No, I'd never done it, especially at that small level. So I think that it's a good thing. Like, for instance, if you want to make a lighting kit for a TIE fighter, you don't have to have a lighting kit for it because Lego's going to make lights. This is just my theory. Lego's going to make like a green lighting pack where you get all the TIE fighter green and you can make it blink and do all the stuff.
But I was thinking that like maybe they won't even have wires because there's little kids that play with these things. So it would have to be battery operated. But how would they put batteries inside of it?
I'm just going to say this. I think we aren't going to figure out anything until they put out an official statement of what it is and how they're going to be doing it. We can speculate how much we want, but I do think this is good on Lego.
Fun. That's the fun part, Brad.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's so much speculating we can do.
The fun part.
There's so much speculating we can do about this, but in the end, it's like, until we actually see what Lego is going to do, we have no clue. And on top of it,
to be?
I do think this is good on Lego. They saw that, hey, this is people are buying outside our I mean, not exactly good. They saw that this is something people are buying outside their company, and they're like, hey, why don't we manufacture our own? And it's kind of nice because it is something unique that they're doing. Because I was in a live stream recently, I was ranting about how I don't feel Lego is doing a lot of unique stuff. I feel like we're getting Star Wars, we're getting Harry Potter, we're getting Ninjago, and that's all they're focusing on.
Hey, video is pretty unique. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Sorry, what did you just talk about? No. I think Lego needs to start focusing on some newer stuff. They need to start doing their own stuff, and I think this is a step in the right direction for me. They're doing this. They're doing even the map. That's different. They're doing stuff like the more ideas stuff. I'm liking that. Let's keep moving in that direction. Let's not stick to the same themes that we've had for the last 5 years and haven't done anything new with.
So before you guys said light kits, when I saw this advertisement, I literally thought it was like a neon theme. And Aiden just threw it up. Aiden thinks the same thing. I mean, he laughed at it, but honestly, I thought that's what it might be. Like because I mean, a lineup of all neon colored sets or something like buildings. I don't know, something that can incorporate a ton of those is pretty. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what.
No. Sorry, that was. We was talking about my video guy.
So what's interesting about that is this is really well thought out. Ethan, can you put the picture back up really quick?
The way it flickers and the glow on it.
Okay, yeah. So you know how I made that video? Maybe you don't remember, but I made a video with my Millennium Falcon. I did like a little photography photo shoot with it, and it was like neon-esque. Well, none of those colors shine in like the neon light. Like that it's not a black light, but like Zane, you have your
I know what you're
back
talking
there.
about.
You know how like if you turn it blue, the Death Star green glows.
It looks like it looks like a black light.
Well, the only colors that do that are green and red. Like the trans greening, trans red. None of these other colors do that. So maybe they're going to find a way to be able to make those colors glow like they do. I don't know.
Or glow in the dark bricks, I guess, because they have like the little ghost figures. Maybe they glow in the dark.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
I do think it'd be cool.
You know what, Zane? I think it's that. I don't think it's a lighting kit. I think it is what you just said.
Glow in the dark bricks?
Yeah. I think it would be cool either way. I'd love it if they brought in a new theme with something new that was better than video. But I'd also love them if they brought in something that was like a lighting kit. I honestly would not be upset either way. I would be buying lighting kits for some of the sets behind me, or getting sets to put lighting kits in so I can put them behind me. Like,
well,
I think
either way, either way, whatever this could end up being, I feel like it's a good move by Lego, and I'm actually excited about it. I want to know what it is.
I think
I kind of want it to be glow in the dark bricks.
Same, yeah.
Well, in the photo,
honestly,
everything is dark except for the studs.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, anything would be cool. There are things that they could do with this that would be just the worst thing ever, but I do think this post gives me hope.
Multicolored bricks?
Well, they could do a neon lineup for video. That could be like a stage. It could be a neon lineup for video.
No.
Video.
Lego does already
Video.
have numerous glow-in-the-dark bricks from the Monster Hunters theme and Mixels. That is true.
Yeah.
And they've had past stuff that they've done that with.
But like one solid theme where all it is glow in the dark.
That
Like
would
on the dark set, like the entire set.
Yep. It's meant to be displayed in the dark in a sense. I mean,
Yeah.
you can still. It looks normal in the daytime too, but it looks better in the dark.
Yeah. When you go to sleep, you get to see your sets still even in the dark.
So speaking of themes they've been beating like a dead horse, Star Wars, we got officially that duel on Mandalore between Darth Maul and Ahsoka. That set is actually it's confirmed. It's officially confirmed, and we got this great picture of what the new Darth Maul looks like. So you know,
So good.
can I just say, Aiden did a really good job on this. But the new Darth Maul does look amazing. If you haven't seen the pictures of him on Instagram, it looks amazing. And I honestly wasn't thinking about buying the set until I saw that picture. I was like, $20, I might spend it. So
The printing
looks amazing. It's fully printed. So
Yeah.
but also big news for June, guys. We got our calendar of what the store calendar is actually gonna look like. So there's been a lot of speculation with this one. I've been talking with my sources to try to figure out some of this, I hate to say it, but stupid stuff that is happening with this calendar.
Brad,
Also,
don't. How many sources do we have out there? Really?
many. So by the way, that the second row there, you see that one from the 7th to the 11th. That's not actually happening on the 7th to the 11th. That's happening to the 20th onward. So, but that's really cool. It's this swinging ship. It's gonna be a really cool display piece. $85. Honestly, recommend getting it. I think it looks pretty cool. I am kind of surprised we don't got any Harry Potter stuff. The Ninjago one is very strange. So there's 3 brick heads that come in a set together, and it says if you spend $40, but it's very confusing if you read the fine print. It's I don't know. It's very confusing. Honestly,
What does the fine print say?
It says that you have to spend $10 extra to get that. Like just
So maybe the 2 of them come in a set for $40, and if you spend another $10, you get the third one. Like the third one stands alone, because you see how that third one's like up and off to the side. Like maybe
I don't know.
What is an extra $10 though? It's a $40 up set and then an extra set. Is that what that means? An extra $10 set?
Well, it's not like from the looking at it. It said it like almost looked like you have to spend $40 to get it, and you have to spend another $10 on top of that.
So why
like,
don't they
not
just
buy
say
another
get it
set.
for $50?
I don't know. It's so confusing. But then there is that car next to it. If you spend $40, that ends on the 20th. I can't remember exactly when it starts, but I'm pretty sure it starts on the 7th. The week of the 7th it starts, and that ends on the 20th. So the 20th, if as long as supplies last, you can get the car and the rocking ship, which the rocking ship is on my list. Then if you spend $40 on minion sets, because why would you do that? You can get a free minion thing. So
minion sets are my favorite.
Yes. We need to do that for a tier list.
Are they really your favorite, Zane?
Can I just say that Chima, if we do that one, Chima might not be sitting alone at F tier. Also, can I just say, for some reason, all this love for Chima has been coming out this week. All these comments on my video, there's so many people just loving Chima this week. I'm like, when did this start to happen? So I'm gonna be like, guys, remember we ranked this set theme.
All I have to say is, remember what we did for the Lego Star Wars photos on TikTok originally, like the photos of each character, and everybody had their own, like as Boba Fett or whoever.
Yeah.
I think we need to do that for Chima.
You gotta bring the Chima back.
Yeah.
Start making Chima profile pics, please.
I need
Bring back Chima theme. Chima battle pack. Release the big bulk, the 10,000 piece one.
Make that the biggest Lego set. Make that the biggest Lego set.
Oh, good lord. Oh my god.
Okay, didn't Chima have one of the biggest Lego sets for a while, just because it was all the sets slammed into one set, but it's like you couldn't buy it.
It was a giveaway, like the whole thing.
We talked about it, but yeah. So that's all I have for leaks this week. So
I think that I don't know. This month with the The way that calendar is designed, I have a bone to pick with the graphic designer. If you're looking for the name of that girl to send to Ethan, find the name of that graphic designer to send to me. I want to have a very, very strong word with him about some things. I'm just not excited for the exclusives, honestly.
I am excited.
Hey, who did that?
Let's get some memes going here, I think.
Man.
Okay, I guess that's what time it is.
Yes, it's meme time.
That's a great transition.
We're doing.
What the hell?
My
Who clicked that?
Security content.
I don't know. That wasn't me. I think that was Zane.
you?
It wasn't me.
I'm on the Lego store, guys.
It was not me.
I'm trying to find.
Did I accidentally click that? Wait, what happened? Okay.
Okay, so we got a really funny meme.
It's perfect.
I saw
Oh
that
my
picture.
God.
I was like, that. I didn't do any editing besides that. That was like, it was.
That's beautiful. Presume, if
got
stupid was peaches, Shima would be a cobbler.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's keep going.
It's so
That is
true.
a great
though.
meme. Dude, who did that though?
I edited this one.
That was Ethan.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm still upset about that. I'm sorry. We don't need to talk about that though.
And that's. I feel like that's the reaction. Like, we're all like, "Oh no, Brad." But okay,
Poor Brad.
okay. So the next one.
Can I just say though, I was in so
So context of when this photo was taken. When was this photo taken, Ethan? What?
yeah, we all know
what
what's
it was?
happening.
Okay, so during a Matt Mellish TikTok live stream, Matt gets very excited when he gets some disco balls.
I don't even think this was a disco ball. I think this was something else. I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
Oh no! I do remember that night. Okay, it was multiple disco balls by one person, like over and over again throughout the entire night. So I had to keep getting back up to do mat dances like for the entire night because I do a mat dance every time that I get a disco ball or a luxury candle. But now the donations changed, and I don't know what to dance for
Same.
anymore.
Guess what? Everyone's been requesting now when they get in my live streams.
I love the
God.
glasses.
No, they request that I have this basketball hoop on my wall, and then every time Opie gets in my live stream, he's like, make a shot, and he gives me donations if I make. But I always miss. It's awful.
Take a
It's
shot.
really bad.
Take a
So
shot.
I have a basketball hoop.
Content.
I have a basketball hoop on my wall, and I have a little basketball that I can chuck into it.
I didn't.
Also, quick thing, really quick thing before we keep going with memes, guys. $15 battle packs are not. They keep doing them. I forgot to mention that. I'm so sorry. That was supposed to be said during leaks.
You better be sorry, Brad.
Yeah.
Lego has officially said $15. I'm pretty sure. For what I've heard,
What
$15
official
battle
capacity?
yes, $15 battle
check.
packs.
I'm
Stop
calling a
cutting me
fact
off.
check.
$15 battle packs are not over yet, so we should be getting more of those in the future. It just looks like they took a break for a bit, which I'm perfectly fine with. So, all right, we can
Hey,
keep
how
going.
do you guys find the calendar stuff? What the heck?
If you Google Lego June 2021 calendar, that's how I always find it. It's like a PDF document they upload. So, all right, what's the next meme?
Okay. Those two are my memes. These are. I don't want touch and randomly random.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness sake. Let's see what this is about. Zane getting a new mouse. Zane trying to figure out.
It's so true.
Well done.
Oops, where did Zane go? He clicked the wrong button.
Guys, there's so many buttons on this thing.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to know what all 25 of these do? When I grew up, there was 2 buttons and a wheel. That was it.
And you also walk to
Back in
school.
my day, my mouse
Yeah.
had a tail and 4 legs, and we killed it with a trap.
Okay, Lego Ninjago $10 anniversary brickheads for only $10. That's what it says.
I think okay, from what Aiden's because he said that in the chat.
With
spend
Ninjago
$80.
prices.
If you
Yeah.
spend $80, you can get it for $10. Otherwise, it's a $30 set.
Aiden, please fact check the battle pack as well.
I'm looking at it right now. Yep. With Ninjago purchases over $85. So if you spend $85, you can buy these 3 brickheads together for $10.
Which honestly isn't bad.
Wait, you unlock the ability to buy them.
Yeah, it's for $10.
That's a very interesting gift with purchase.
Which it makes sense because kids don't buy super expensive Ninjago sets. They're not going to spend a lot, so they're not going to be able to spend $150 like us to get the 3 brickheads. So
I feel
think
like
that's what's happening.
I just feel like, and this may be my take only, but if you're going to do a gift with purchase, I don't know how many gifts I had to spend money to buy.
So it doesn't say it's a gift with purchase. They call it an in-store offer only.
Yes.
So it's not a gift.
Which makes sense. Honestly, if you think of the target demographic, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's all 3 brickheads. So you can buy it for $30, but if you spend $85, you can get it for $10.
It's a little cheap for me, I think. It's just a cheap move.
I get it. What's the next meme? Sorry,
Are we ready? I'm having to download.
Yep. Oh my god!
Well, I got it now. It's all ready.
Okay,
that's why I was going to save memes for later, but we're doing it now.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
By I don't want touch.
Oh.
Oh yes, 32.
Year 32 was a fun one to film.
Of
the mat dance. If I do the mat dance for 32 years, year 32, baby.
The old picture, old face.
Yeah. I love the face app. You can do so many fun things with it.
True.
Whatever country we were having a problem with the Face app, I forget. Weren't we afraid that like China was getting our information with the Face app or something
Wasn't TikTok doing that too?
I don't know. I feel like they have a lot of information on me if everybody's putting me in Face app. But I love the meme. Very nice job.
That's great.
Is that all we have?
That's all we got. Unless
love it.
So what's next? What's next?
What was next? Okay, do we want Mocky time? I got actually a decent sized segment for Mocky time. So
let's do it.
Sure.
Let's jump right into it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Is it?
Right.
Okay, nice. That was awesome.
Great.
I need to organize the intros like to the actual thing because it's like, which one is it again? Okay. Okay, so there's some really cool ones that I was able to find. And this one's like a steampunk little pirate ship, little hot air balloon thing. This one's really cool. Just look at that. I've been really into steampunk lately. I don't know why. I just like the style. Or
you and so many other people I know.
Are you a steampunk, Mr. Ethan?
So I have a serious question about the nets. How do you know if it's a Lego net? Because I have a net here, and I have no way to tell if it's actual Lego.
Maybe search like Lego.net. I don't know.
That was the smoothest joke you have ever made.
That passed over my head there for a second. I was so confused.
Wow, Ethan with the dad jokes. Sheesh. Oh man, look at this. Ethan just gets 3 random
Oh
memes.
my!
Wow.
You need to send him like an hour before. It's hard to multitask and send them.
I gotta agree with him on this.
Oh man!
I think you should fight him. I think you should sue Ethan.
Yeah, I got one of them. I got one of them.
Is this a Lego net? I don't know if it is or not.
Well, I'd say it looks like Lego net.
Oh, it looks like it.
It doesn't have a
Oh,
name on it.
Stop doing that, Brad.
I wouldn't think it does.
What? Sorry. I'm trying not to.
You got me to do it just now.
I have a Coke. I might start drinking that soon.
I promise our show's not boring. Brad's just
G-rated content.
What?
Coke? Oh, goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, should I say Coca-Cola?
There you go, buddy.
Cocaine. That's Coke in Spanish.
But don't worry, it's the original type of Coca-Cola.
Well, on with the mock.
Yes, let's go.
I gotta send the builder. The builder is Zilmrud.
I love the Bionicle parts on there too. There's some Bionicle, Ninjago. I think those are the Star Wars planets.
Mm-hmm. Oh
that-
yes.
Wait, where? Oh,
Yeah.
for the
The
balls,
spheres.
for the balloons.
I think that's super
crazy.
cool.
Mm-hmm. And then the Ninjago dragon as the front piece. I wish I had closer up pictures.
I also
It'll
love the
make your screen
smokestack
bigger.
coming out the back.
Yes. I gotta look
I agree.
closer. I had
your
some
picture
parts
full
that I wanted to
screen.
mention. Oh, another one. This one's you guys are gonna like this one. Look at the inverted tires. It looks like my grenade. That's what
Oh,
originally
yeah.
caught my.
Yep.
That's what originally caught my. I was like,
That's not a grenade, Ethan. That's a fat crow.
I also
do
love the
love-
TIE fighter
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
windshield for the back.
Mhm.
And
They're
the
just-
bottom, those look like they're from the Death Star Final Duel. If you look at the bottom, like where
Yeah.
Palpatine's chair is,
Yep.
that back glass.
There's just so many things to like pick out of, like so many unique parts. Like there's so many. Oh, here's
So
the
many.
back.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is that?
It looks like a
big
Ninjago little spinner thing.
Oh, it could
Yeah.
be.
That's really
Could
cool.
be. Oh, wow. Interesting.
What's above that for like this? It almost kind of looks like a stained glass design.
Oh, yeah.
All one piece. I can't even tell.
Yeah.
I don't know what
City
that
guard.
is.
That swirly thing. I don't know, but it looks great.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I love the cannons with the not microscopes, but the
sights on it.
Yeah. What
No,
is
it's
that?
magnifying glasses.
Magnifying,
magnifying
glasses. There you
glasses.
go. There
Yeah.
you go.
You
I'm
said
just gonna-
magnifying glasses, Brad. I mean, Matt.
He said.
Did I? I said microscope. It's not
Oh,
microscope.
microscope. Yeah, I'm
Magnifying
like-
glass.
Yeah.
I have too many tabs open in my head, so I gotta delete a few sometimes.
Take out
Yeah,
the tab.
I'm the same exact way, except I'm usually always empty and I accidentally delete the main one.
It's a good way of putting it.
But just going over everything again, this thing just looks really cool. Like I love it.
Well done.
And everyone go check out
Zilmrud.
Zilmrud. It looked like in his account he was like in a Lego Masters. I don't know, like
If you
not
look up
in
at
the
the top
USA.
left, you can see his picture.
Yeah, really cool.
That's cool.
Then we got something Star Wars. This one's really cool as well. This one's more of that unique type of Star Wars mock. It's not your ordinary Star Wars mock. So
Stop it.
What?
He started it, and it's just going rampant now.
It's a disease.
It's true.
Did I do something?
No, it's me.
He
Okay.
Oh.
Look at this one.
That's really cool.
There's so many cool parts on this one as well. Like I don't know, no Darth Vaders were harmed in this mock.
Oh my
Look at all
god. I
This
didn't
is a
realize that
very
on first take.
strange mock.
Yes,
I like it.
Mhm. It's like a morph. It's like a I don't know.
Oh, it's like a bad dream. It's like he.
Yeah.
This is what Vader dreams of at night: being burnt with his helmet everywhere. No.
It's like like
I
Spider-Man.
think this is
Far
more like a
From Home.
Kylo Ren fantasy, but yeah.
So
you guys
I
know
will-
it's like two different stories separated.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like there's Anakin marching on the temple, and then there's Anakin being burnt with Palpatine.
Yep.
Yeah.
That lava.
But you know what
I love all those 501st troopers though.
I love the
Yeah.
way that it fades into the lava from
Yes.
the bridge area in the
Mhm.
temple. And honestly, I've been reading the Darth Vader comics recently, and a lot of those newer storylines are based on visions that he sees through experiencing like things in the Force that Palpatine makes him go and do to kind of test his worthiness of being his apprentice. And it almost kind of does remind me of that, because the amount of times that Vader is thinking about being on Mustafar and being burned alive like that is more likely than not in like every other comic almost.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but I love it because it reminds me of that.
Mhm. I'm
I
guessing
agree.
I don't know who has this many Darth Vader torso. I'm guessing some First Order crew is mixed in there because those are kind of hard to tell from a back end helmets.
No,
because,
those are Darth Vaders.
those
Oh,
are
those
all
are
Darth
Vaders.
Vaders.
Yeah,
Oh, it
there's a
slopes out
stripe.
like that
That's insane.
on the stripe on top.
Ooh, that Vader's transformation set was like super cheap a couple years ago, but it was hard to get.
I think someone has bought enough sets with Darth Vader in it throughout the ages
Yeah.
even if it's like the 20th anniversary sets, like because that doesn't look like the new. That looks like the older Darth Vader helmet right
I
there.
think somebody brick linked them somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Bricks and Pieces had him for like a week. So like a couple years ago. So
Maybe
it
that's
could have
what
been.
that would make sense.
But Smock's just look at it. And the lava in the
I agree.
middle, like look at that the technique used. Is that like that's using the snot technique, right?
Yeah, those are
it's on its
studs.
side.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's
Oh yeah,
really cool.
going the other.
Like
That's
if,
awesome.
if you were to do a lava technique, especially maybe Solist as well, that would look really cool. As
Oh, yeah.
really.
Well done.
So yes. Let's see if there's any parts that stand out in this mock. A lot of 501st troopers. That's
With
it's a
custom arm
unique
printing on
mock.
them.
It's not Umbara.
What's
It's
the red
with
ones?
501st. The red ones, those are shock troopers.
Shock troopers, that's what it is.
And the only set that they came in was the Coruscant Guard
Ship with Ahsoka, yeah.
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 The shock troopers are in Bad Batch.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Good. Good for you. You're finally catching up.
It's actually wait. I have it with me actually. It's the ship.
The
Yes.
Dude, that looks like a spaceship, man.
It's Space
Well,
Police.
What's Star Wars, Zane?
I don't
That's
know.
true. It is. Is it basically just Space Police?
Yeah.
That's just what it looks like, huh?
Spaceship.
Spaceship.
Okay,
Hey,
we got another
You guys
mock.
are awesome. You guys are awesome. These are beautiful mocks. I think that you guys are all fantastic. The way that this thing is built, I give you guys so much credit for that. You teach so many people so many things.
True.
I-
You're welcome.
Y'all don't know how to respond to that, huh? You guys are like, okay, weird.
Okay, shut up. Just get going.
Is this net really Lego?
All right, let's move
Okay,
on.
anyway.
Okay, this one's really cool.
Hey, what?
like that.
I got a snake in my boot.
Yes,
Did I send that to you?
maybe.
Just taking full
But
credit here.
The reason I joke about it is because every time I see a cool mock, I just send it to you.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
like forget if like he.
Wow, you don't send me cool not true.
Yes, I do. I actually do.
You do once in a while. It's usually medieval stuff, which I appreciate.
If any of you guys will send me stuff, if I think it's cool, I'll put it on stud buds.
Nobody
So
talks to me
when
during
does
the
my
week.
mock get into mocky time? Not true. How much? Whose back do I have to rub to do that?
Ethan.
I want to
give
see
you
the
guys
mock
back
again.
rubs.
Go back to
Yeah.
the mock.
Okay, shout out to Space Glove. He actually has some really cool builds, but there's so many cool and unique parts with this. Like
I agree.
for the hat example, is that like a
It's like
little
upside down
dish
saucer.
piece?
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then I really needed to zoom in on these. I can't
What
see.
is the rope made out of? The lasso.
Uh,
Are those tubes? Flex tubes?
I
I'm
honestly
guessing those
couldn't
are
tell you.
flex tubes. There's been so many
Flex tube.
different flex tubes, like different kinds. Like there's soft flex tube and the kind that we usually see. But look at the orange barrels. Those are really cool.
Yeah.
Like for the
Oh.
arms.
Yep.
Beard.
The beard is a
Oh
croissant.
yes. Oh, look at the sandwich tiles. That's really cool.
Sandwich tile.
no, the beard's not croissant. That's horns. That's brown horns.
Yeah, those are horns.
I can't even. I'm looking at like.
I
These
had to
little
zoom
pictures.
in.
Make
I
it
had
full
to zoom
screen.
in.
Make-
Mhm. And the hands are Hulk hands in white. What are those from?
I think that's like there's like the Buzz Lightyear in a lot of sets like that back in the day that had those.
Oh, the
I'm
big
pretty
Buzz
sure.
Lightyear. I had that one.
I'm pretty sure.
The scorpion is a nice touch on the bottom as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the skull. You can just and Bionicle legs as the legs. Those
Yeah.
are really cool.
I think that's
Yeah.
actually Hero Factory, but yes.
Hero Factory.
Excuse me. That's
same
Hero
thing, they're both
Factory,
retired.
Well, I'm just trying to.
No, I know. I'm just joking. It's just funny. It's funny how in depth we know.
Mhm.
Like,
What kind of I thought that was Bionicle. I had no idea.
Only a trained eye would know the difference.
only a
Only a
Sith
true
feels
Jedi.
an absolute.
No.
Oh, wow. I am a fool. I actually got a zoomed in picture.
Oh my gosh. Oh, also, I
look at
love the
the-
spurs on the back as well.
The Spurs, yeah.
Oh
Spurs.
yeah.
He ain't got no Spurs.
On the shoes, on the
Nope.
boots.
This might be a
Yes.
better picture.
That's not Spur.
What is that then, Zane?
That's just a star. The spur goes around the entire boot onto the front.
Oh,
It's not
excuse
real.
me, Zane. I was never a cowboy, so.
Oh, if you guys ever ride a horse, maybe you would know. Jeez Louise.
True. He's got a point.
I've never ridden. Oh, I have, but I haven't been in a while. Oh,
If you knew anything about Western history, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you watched cowboy movies growing up, maybe you would actually know something.
John
about
Wayne?
life.
John Wayne.
That's really cool, though. I like the different
No,
stuff
yeah.
that they definitely
And
did.
for
with
how
it.
small it is, you can talk about it for a while, which is really cool
Yeah.
about a small mock.
Well, what I love about
But
this
this-
too is that the face doesn't give you a whole lot of detail for the eyes, the nose, or the mouth, but you get the emotion of what the character is feeling through it as well.
Yeah.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah.
Oh, he just looks like a cool cowboy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He knows he's BA.
Sheriff Woody.
Mhm. And I really want some of those flex tubing parts.
Me
Sure.
too. Okay.
Okay,
Any other ones?
we got one more mock. This is more like a nice picture, but it's a mock. I mean, it's really nice. This one's from Brick Lias. We had him before, or he had one of his mocks before. So you guys, that's
Oh,
this
that's
through
Oh,
Flickr.
wow. Where is that? Is that the zoo here in Utah? It looks like the zoo here.
That's a medieval town.
That's a
Lego.
medieval town.
It's all Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know it's Lego, man. What's this supposed to be representing?
As a medieval builder, I appreciate this very much.
Mhm.
Look at the stone archway that you're inside of. Just
Yeah.
look at the spacing and all that stuff.
I'm guessing
I
this
do
is a
hate this
forced
mock for one
perspective
reason.
build.
Why do you hate the mock, Brad?
Because my mock now feels just very just crap compared to like look at like the flooring. Like look at how
Yeah.
well done like the arches, you got that like beautiful stand in there. You got like rope going across with like little things hanging out, that bridge in the back. This all looks amazing. I just like well, everything I built that's medieval
It should
has nothing on
inspire
this
you.
one.
Let it
Yes.
inspire you. Don't let it put you down. Use some of the techniques that
Mm-hmm.
in your mock.
Inspiration.
Also, I'm just jealous of those goats because I want goats.
They're expensive, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like
Pretty-
$50 a piece.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Holy
it's
cow.
it's a
Holy goat.
bit
Lego-
expensive.
Lego goats only came in one medieval set, and so they go for about $50 a piece.
You're 50
Wow.
bucks.
Oh, thank you. You're like $2. Not joking.
Oh.
I love the way they did the top with the line and the cloth hanging on it with the
Yes.
hands.
Yep.
Mhm.
I would have
They-
never
that's
thought
perfect.
to attach it in that way.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's a
you know
smart-
what? You know how they got those hands? They just went and met up with the Skywalkers and just got all their old.
True.
Yo, father cuts his son's hand off. Dad gets his hand cut off. His legs cut off. I mean, any extra body parts? Go see the Skywalkers.
Grandson just got his whole body cut off. Like,
You know,
Okay.
that's,
Then,
I love this mock.
then last night I did an epic live stream with Cool Guy Dom, and we had a
Your mock doesn't
challenge.
count.
This one's the
Oh!
best one of all. What
I
do you
love
guys
that
like
one.
better?
the left.
Can you guess?
The left.
The
It
left.
looks more like Spider-Man.
Ethan,
What's up with the flower eyes, Ethan?
I'm a little disappointed, Ethan.
Ethan, like that's the
what I'm
stuff
saying.
of nightmares right there. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I know.
What
I wanted
looks
to see
like
how creepy I can
Elmo.
make it.
Yeah. What's up with his nose and then the black thing on his forehead? What is that? What is that's scary?
Wait, yeah, what is the black thing on the top of his head?
What is that supposed to be?
It doesn't look like Spider-Man. I'm sorry, Ethan.
It's even got it can shoot webs everywhere.
Out of his- Oh my gosh!
So did he have Taco Bell that night?
Uh-oh. What did you
Dropped
do,
it.
Ethan?
All right, let's move on. What do we got next here?
Ethan, you become the very thing you sworn to destroy.
Happy mom.
I've been tired the last couple of days.
It shows, buddy. It shows.
that doesn't excuse that, Bill. All right, what's up next?
Well, that was all the mocks. Do we want to do tier list or brick tips or brick investments?
Well, we have a tip this week, thanks to
Ooh.
Brad. Brad actually came up
Okay.
with a really good tip this week. We'll give him credit, and it actually goes kind of.
I forgot we had that intro.
It's not funny. That's the thing.
No, but it's such a good intro though.
It
Like
is.
it's
It's
such.
Well, really quickly, it'll be short. We'll keep it short. Matt, how do you enjoy sorting your Lego? Do you use any of these big fancy drawers like Ethan does? Because a lot of new collectors and new builders might not have the space that they could store all them big fancy drawers, you know?
You know, it is very funny you should mention that,
Oh.
Zane.
Yes.
Although I don't have it in front of me, what I normally do is I've been on a live stream pretty much every night that I am.
Are we losing him?
Uh
It's very funny that he said that because he won't no longer be here.
Am I back? Am I back?
We hear
Your
you.
audio
at least.
is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there,
Here.
you're coming back in. There you go. There you
Am I
go.
back?
Yes.
Are we
you're
back fully? Okay.
Yeah.
oh. Okay. You just
Someone
pulled
else is
Ethan there
probably
for a
using
second.
the Wi-Fi in the house. So, anyways, sorry about that. But okay, so what I do is on a live stream, basically for the past couple of weeks, honestly, I've just been sorting Lego on TikTok. What I do is I take the Lego, dish it all out, and then sort it individually throughout the live stream. And then at the very end, I bag all the individual parts up from the color. So, for instance, I will dump all blue and then sort out the 1x1s, the 1x2s, the
Holy
2x2s.
crap.
And then I will bag those up in the little bags, which I've been buying from online places. I forget. My parents actually buy them for me and then I pay them back because my dad does fishing stuff and he needs these little bags for his fishing stuff. So he just
Mhm.
orders
Little
extra
dime
for
bag?
me. Yeah, they're like little plastic bags like this big. Some are bigger, some are smaller.
Okay.
And he just orders extra for me when I ask him to. So I sort every single piece by color first. And then, because I already have that sorted already, which I did like forever since I was a kid and I needed to sort Lego. Now I have the individual pieces sorted in a bin in little bags by color and by part. But what I want
Wow.
to do in the future is even more crazy, which is input it in either a spreadsheet or find the software. And I think there is software that exists to actually
Yeah, no,
document.
there's websites.
Exactly. Because I've tried doing
Wow.
that before, like a long time ago, and it wasn't in a galaxy far, far away. But I don't
Wow.
know if that website still exists or not. And I'm sure that, yes, Sam?
No, continue.
Well, the reason that I want to do that is because I want to know if I have a piece rather than look for it and not be able to find it and then still be questioning if I have it, rather than I can go into my own personal database and figure out if I have it or not. And then if I don't and I want to use it, I can order it from Bricklink.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, but for the newcomers, the new easy way to sort things, if you're like me and you go fishing and you have a lot of fishing gear or something like that, Brad, I don't know if you do this, but it was your idea, which is actually super quick and amazing to think of. But the small, cheap tackle boxes that you can get, I think Brick and Mad does it. Matt,
I got one for like $5. I think it was like 3
Same.
of it maybe.
yeah, $5. They've got little separate areas. You can change some of it. You can change how big the areas are. You know, so for those of you who are new collectors, new and want to start sorting, like me, I don't have a ton of extra pieces, but it would be nice to start sorting now. See, yeah, I have that exact same one actually, and I have a whole bunch of my tackle gear in it. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
like just like just small little squares to sort things into. You know, especially if you're starting out. It's easier to start now while you have little bits of extra pieces.
Yes.
That way you can, as time goes on and grows, you're already organizing. You already have things going. And as Matt would show right here for a great display.
Even if it's something that's just like like Ziploc bags you can get from any store. If you're sorting now, 10 years down the road, as you buy stuff, if you sort that immediately, you don't have like I have to sort out my collection, and there's so much in my collection.
Yeah.
So
Well, and you don't want to end up like Ethan, who has just a bin full of Lego.
Yeah, I have it sorted. That was just my unsorted parts.
Oh, he's
I'm a messy builder.
I mean, same.
Do that when they're building mocks. Like you're looking for a specific piece, and then you see some stuff, and you're like, "Oh, that could be useful at some point." You take that out, and you keep going. You're like, "Oh, that one could be useful too." And then like halfway through, you've got like 15 pieces here, none of which what you're originally looking for. But you're like, "All right, well now let's figure out what to do with these."
And that's what I do with the bags too, because I will dump all the bags out to try to find one part, but I will end up seeing other parts that I can be able to use for the same mock for other places.
So I stole some of my parents' Tupperware. This is like we got like lunch meat in most of these.
You stole those?
No. I went up to my mom. I was like, "Hey, can I like take some of the Tupperware?" So I started using this. I got this like a game mouse in it. Any pieces that I'm like, "Hey, I pulled these out for a reason. I'm gonna stick in this container." But all these pieces in this, I pulled out for a reason, and then I just sorted them by color in a live stream the other day.
Oh, nice.
So that's something that I've been like messing around with. Is like when I'm like, "Hey, I already pulled out all these pieces to use," because like for this mini mule mock, I've been building a ton. And so there's times like I just want pieces like this color pieces. So I'll pull all the pieces I think I can use from that color, and I'll build a ton, and I'll have like small groups of them all mixed together. So I've just been dumping them off the table. And then I went through and sorted those all into smaller containers by color. So, and I've been using pick-a-brick cups too, which buying pick-a-brick cups and using those are really helpful for sorting.
Yes.
Use what you can. Use what you already have in a sense.
Yeah.
And also, my friend Danny Ford Johnson made a really good video where he used like cups to sort. He made a really good video about. I definitely recommend you checking out his channel and checking out that video because it was really cool way of sorting. So.
Wow.
I did a meme.
Random. He's getting pretty upset.
Okay, guys. That's pretty much it. I mean, just start sorting early. Get some cheap bags, something small.
Bags are the best, probably, for starting out.
It's easier to start sorting now with what you have before you get tons and tons of overstock, and it takes way too much time in the end when you have too much to do. So that's it for me for the tip of the week.
And for the record, I thought of this because of Zane, because, you get a lot of sets which you get extra pieces. So it's like, right now you won't buy a ton of spare parts, but, there's might be a point where you start doing that. So if you start sorting them now, like when you do start getting bags and bags of parts later, maybe when you maybe do turn to mock building, then you have those sorted now. At least your tackle boxes with all those tiny pieces in it.
Even if it's just extra pieces that you get from sets too, like if you have a ton of stuff laying around in a jar, like it's better to start sorting now if you ever think you're going to buy more in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now what? On to tier list, or are we doing Lego investments time?
Well, Ethan, we can do Lego investments. I don't have a ton. I just have one quick thing that I want to share.
Yes,
that's good.
Which I want to talk about investments in the tier list a little bit, just because this was something I was thinking about when I was doing this.
Overwatch is perfect. Yep.
Okay. Do you have?
It's brick investments time.
It's what he asked for.
Yes.
You know what?
How cringy can we do it? I think we've reached the max.
You know what? I can deal with it now.
Guys, I have it up on the YouTube right now, and I'm gonna keep rewatching that because that was amazing.
I'm gonna can we just get that video and play it on loop during like the little corner of
whenever you're having a bad day, just remember brick investments time.
If stud buds ever get big enough that we get an office space together, that's just gonna play on a TV just the whole time.
The fact that it's Ethan's voice and not mine is what gets me. I'm gonna be honest.
Lego
investments time.
What I did, I believe I put it on like another TikTok account. I put the echo filter on it.
Oh, there it is. We're watching it again. Oh, I love the money. These are all 20. What are you doing, Ethan? Why are you making him cheap? You should have gave him hundos.
I believe
it should have just been.
He doesn't believe in my ideas. He doesn't believe in what knowledge I have to offer.
Man.
Okay, so for this week, I will be posting on TikTok later with it. Actually tomorrow. Tomorrow, or even tonight, maybe. I made a TikTok where I went out and I finally got another offer up deal. Well, this was actually Facebook Marketplace. And the whole idea was there was this one set that was included in this lot. And there was a separate Okay. Let me just explain what it was. The post on Facebook Marketplace had a bin of Lego. It was the yellow brick bin that you would normally see in a store. And it had all different parts in it that were miscellaneous. And I could tell that these weren't the normal parts that would come in this brick. So there was also other things included in this $25 haul. And it was only $25, so I felt like it was a reasonable risk. And I think
you're a reasonable risk, and anyone who talks to you should know that. Sorry, I had to get that out. And he froze right at that moment. How did that happen?
am I
You
back?
broke it, Zane.
Yep.
No. Yeah. Yes.
Guys, I'm so old that I have to wear this back brace, and I get excited about it. Like, there's a decompressing switch. Look, it decompresses. Listen.
All right, let's go back to what Matt's talking about.
Wait, did I do it wrong? No. I don't know.
Anyways,
I'm sorry, my back hurts. I gotta put it on.
my
Don't
back
make fun.
hurts. Oh, my
My
aching
back.
back.
I don't know how the dance goes.
Randomly
Anyway.
random. This is perfect meme material.
This is not. No, stop. This is not me material.
That one is an
Anyways.
online class.
Anyways. So, okay.
Man.
Let's go.
Understand the risk with the investments that you take versus think about what you're paying, think about what
Yes.
it could be worth, and think about if it doesn't,
I'm inflating.
All right, just ignore him, Matt. You're
I'm
gonna.
not doing this during your segment. Okay. So with this big bin of Lego also was a mini box with the label Spider-Man set on it. And it was not the Lego set box. It was just a separate small box that almost was a mini shoe box that said it had a label on it that they had made specifically for this that said Spider-Man Lego. And I'm like, okay, what could this be? Well, they opened it up for a different picture on the sale, and it had, I forget exactly which set it was. It was the one with Spider-Man, I think, Ghost Rider. Oh, yeah. It had the transparent orange chains that Ghost
Yes.
Rider holds. This set, I looked online, is going for like a reasonable price, even used. And I was kind of
Wow.
surprised about it. Like for $25, I could get my money back through this, even if I sold it for $25. I think that would be worthwhile to at least get more Lego out of the sale, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it was not a good picture, believe me, by any means.
Yeah.
And then also with this haul was, the mini like color boxes. There's one for white, there's one for blue, one for green.
Yeah.
Well, this had a green box that was sealed. I'm like, okay, well, at least like I know that's worth about $5. Even if this falls through, it'll at least make good content, and I get a sealed Lego set out of it. And whatever bricks are in there, who knows what you can find in those random miscellaneous bins, right? Well,
Yep.
It didn't go as planned. So I opened up the Spider-Man box after like cheerfully grabbing it from the woman and handing her the $25. Very nice lady. Very, very nice seller. Left a very positive review, even though the set was not even halfway complete.
Were the minifigures missing?
All of the minifigures were missing.
Oh.
Except for one. And I think it was, what's the Spider-Man villain? Is it the Scarecrow?
Are you talking about the Goblin?
Or no, yeah.
Green
no,
Go- it's
Batman.
Hobgoblin,
That's
Hobgoblin.
Batman. It's the Hobgoblin. Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah.
Batman all of a sudden. It was the Hobgoblin. And I think in this set, that's the only minifigure that's there, and it's missing the hat and an arm.
So was this an older lady or who was this?
This was okay. It was owned by a child who was selling his very small Lego collection. But I think what he did, unbeknownst to the mom, was took the things that he wanted out of the boxes and then gave her them to sell, even though she wrote that they were complete online. So what I'm saying is, folks, even when you think you know what you're getting, there's always a risk. There's always a risk when you buy more Lego, and even if it's sealed that you think you're going to sell it, there's a risk that something could happen to it in storage. There's a risk that it might not sell for what you expect. I want you to understand that when you're getting into Lego investing, it's not just
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm going to go buy this and resell it and make tons of money. It's not that simple.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because I kind of ran into the same thing when I bought that Lego lot. It looked very complete, and then I get the Y-wing, pull it back, and it turns out a piece is bent, a stormtrooper is missing.
Yep.
And it looked, and I should have checked, but honestly, for the price I got it for, it was good. I mean, same thing. So the
That's how I felt.
The Reinhart and Diva set I got it for $20, which is like $20 used. Spent about $7 for shipping and tax. And so it was a really good deal. Thing is, they didn't tell me there's 3 pieces missing from it. And one of the pieces is missing, but they put a different piece in instead of it because they thought it would work, even though it's the complete opposite direction. There is a specific Overwatch piece that's just this little tiny thing with an Overwatch symbol on it that was missing. And so there's a few pieces like that, but they didn't mention that. So I do agree with what you're saying. Sometimes they don't exactly tell you exactly what they're missing. So you do got to be careful. So,
and think about what you're spending. If it's out of your price range, then it's out of your price range. Don't think you can spend more for it to pay off in the long run, because there is a risk. And if it doesn't work out, you're taking that risk by spending more than you want to spend in the first place. And it might come to bite you in the butt. Like if this was $50, I would have been so upset. I would have been very, very upset. But for $25, it's content.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt about it too. Like if something goes wrong, I still get the benefit of making content, having fun buying Lego off of these sellers. I always enjoy just sorting through the hauls themselves, just to see honestly, who knows what you could find.
That's something I've been looking into. I want to buy just bulk Lego from people. The problem is New York is not selling that right now, so I'm waiting for that to happen. I keep checking Facebook Marketplace, but I agree, because I think from what I've seen, like Epic Brick has talked about this a lot. He'll get these bulk Lego, and it's just like mini figures, random. Like you don't even expect what you get, and there's a lot of parts you can use for mock in there, but it just
And very briefly, I did look in this bin, and it's not something super special, but I was surprised to find it. There was a random Ninja Turtle in there.
Is it a Ninja Turtle figure or is it a Lego?
Yes, it's a Lego figure.
So
That's pretty cool.
It's a Ninja Turtle minifigure.
Yes, correct.
Is it the green or olive green one?
It's green.
Green.
Which turtle is it? Is it Raphael?
It's the blue. I think it's the blue one.
Leonardo.
It's the blue one.
I didn't watch Ninja Turtles.
It's Raphael.
It's Leonardo. Yeah. He says it's the blue one. Okay.
And I guess that kind of spins off into another tip, which when you're investing is buy what you know.
Yeah.
Like if you get a Ninja Turtle, you're going to have to do research on it if you don't know about the Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about them. Did they sell very well?
No, I don't know. I didn't look into it.
Sort of.
It was just a minifigure. It wasn't anything special.
Was it kind of like SpongeBob?
Okay.
It didn't last very long.
I will be keeping it. I'm not selling it. Unless you want it, I will send it to you.
For a fee.
For a fee.
$19.99.
$3.99.
Penny and nickel. Take it and leave it.
Oh, penny and a nickel. All right, so what's happening next?
Okay, before Brad gets to his segment,
let's start the waterworks.
I don't want Touch to send another meme. I feel like I have to show it.
You got.
But
I
you're
don't
not going to show randomly random.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Okay, Ethan, during my segment, pull up the rest of the 3 that you didn't do.
He just announced it too. He's like, I'm going to pull up. I don't want to touch this.
And I'm going to get randomly random.
He didn't say I'm going to show more memes. He said specifically, I don't want to.
He sent it through Instagram. Instagram is so much easier than Discord, at least through sending it.
Well, you hear that, folks? If you're going to send in memes, do it on Instagram, because you might not get them on the Discord.
Or do it an hour before the show.
Quit pumping up your butt.
Do it early. All right.
It's not back.
All right, let's show this. We're dragging on here.
That's right, random. Oh God. What is this? 2021.
Why am I an old man?
You're right there.
Oh my gosh. You know who Matt looks like? He looks like Ron from Parks and Rec.
He does, doesn't he?
No, people said that in college too. No, don't bring that up.
Look at this. So I'm like the 90-year-old guy who's about to die. Matt's like 50 years old. He's older, but he's still doing things. Brad's like fresh out of middle school, about to have his first day of freshman year in high school.
Zane,
And
you
then we got Ethan.
look like Donald Trump with a beard.
Oh God! You guys ever seen the movie Ted? Well,
Yes, but that looks perfect for Ethan though. He looks like that.
wow.
Brad,
All
you
right,
look like an annoyed teenager.
I do. I don't like the. I need to get rid of the beard. Looks like
Walter White.
Oh man. Oh.
Okay.
Wait, wait. Hold the phone. What is this meme trying to say?
I don't know.
I think it's
how
Go
old
ahead.
all of us are.
Like,
I was gonna say, but like, why?
Is
why
this
are
how
they
old we
included in that?
act? Is this how old we act?
Yes.
That's what I get out of it. Do
If
I
that's the
really
case,
act
mine's
like
way
I'm
wrong.
50? I act like I'm 50 years old? Like,
Yeah.
How would mine represent? Like, what would mine like? Because I don't act
Zane,
old.
Zane,
Do
we just
I?
call you the old guy.
No.
So everything. So old guy, the child. That's it.
well, Zane, you are pumping your back.
I am.
All right.
Okay.
Can I-
no,
Can
no,
I do my
Brad.
tier list? I haven't been able to do a tier list in so long, guys. I need
There
this.
are
We're doing
more
randomly
memes
random.
that we have to
Fine.
show, or else we're gonna have upset people.
Yes.
For the first time in 2 weeks.
It's
been 84
years.
True. I bet that's how. I bet you that's how a lot of people feel right now.
I do.
Missed last week,
Sure.
that we didn't do last week. Okay, what's the next one?
Okay. That I can't send anymore. That would take too much time. I should. I don't want to be me.
All right, we're just gonna.
I sent all I can.
This is how randomly game feels right now.
Guys,
Why is that so long? Like, like the thing shoots across and it just stayed. It was just there. And I'm like, and are we gonna end anytime soon? Like, what?
All right, guys. I was doing my
Oh.
research this week. I got you guys a theme because I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna grab something that some guest might like coming on. Guys, we're doing Overwatch this week, so we're jumping into our second video game that that Lego has done a theme of. So a little bit of background information, just a little. So this
just a
theme came.
sprinkle.
Let me pull. Where's my information here?
It's like when you
so-
sleep with the covers on and you get hot, so you stick your leg out just a little, just to jazz things up a little. A little
Yeah,
spike there.
exactly.
Then the monster
So,
under your bed.
This theme was sold in Lego USA from January 2019 to January 2020, so it is a relatively new theme. There is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 technically sold sets with this theme. So there was an Amazon exclusive sold the year before that was just kind of promoting it. But that's what we got so far. So the sets, I actually have. There wasn't a lot of sets, as I already said. Again, it's like 9. But I did grab all the sets, except one. So we're gonna start off with the smallest. So this was. Let me give some background.
Wait, you're telling me you own all of these?
I don't. I grabbed pictures of all of them.
Oh, okay.
I do want to, but I'm going to talk about a few of them that I think will be good investing just because I was looking at it. But so if you guys don't know what Overwatch is, it's a first-person shooter. It's a 6 versus 6 kind of competitive game. Each champion has abilities. There's like a ton of unique champions, and they made a lot of them out of Lego. Now this was actually Lego. Overwatch did their own thing on their end, where they made one of the characters in game when the skins a Lego. So, but they did a really good job. I'm going to try to explain the best I can just some of the video game elements here that you're going to see. You don't have to take that into consideration. I'm just hoping that enlightens you a bit about this theme. So first off here, this was a $10 set with Widowmaker and Tracer. Tracer is the one on the right. You got Widowmaker on the left. The one cool thing about this theme was that they did have a lot of unique minifigures and molds for it. The ship that you see Tracer riding there on the right is something called a payload. A payload is, I think that's the best way to put it. So basically, it's a cart. No, it's a cart that you stand next to, and you're trying to move it to a checkpoint. So the cool thing is they did do 2 sets like this. Here's another set, Reaper, McCree, and Soldier, where you got another cart that you're trying to move to a checkpoint with some background elements. So that first set went for, so this set was, original price was $15.
Okay.
Yes. $15. This set here. Oh, sorry. We're gonna go to the next set here. So this is another set. You got 2 more of the main characters there with a little healing thing on the right, and then it's just a little like, I don't even know what you would call it, like background stuff that of kind of the video game you're playing. So this set went for $20. This set here went for $30.
I was gonna say the truck probably costs a little bit more expensive. Looks like there's probably more into it because of the size of the truck and the background features and stuff.
So this is where the stuff gets fun, in my opinion. So of course we got Reinhart and Diva here. This set originally went for $40, and those are max. So Reinhart there, and I can actually pull this off here. So this is Reinhart right here, and the cool thing is he does come out of the mech. And he's got another hairpiece that comes with him. Actually, we were talking about one of the MOCs and where that helmet came from. This is where the helmet came from. Diva can also come in and out of her mech, so that's Diva.
Oh, that's where she comes from. I've seen.
Yeah.
Never mind. Continuing.
And
Wait.
the back opens up.
That's perfect for you, Brad. You're a diva too.
I know. So this
If he's
is
a
one
diva,
that
you're a diva, Matt.
I do think will go well in the future because it's mechs. People love mechs. People love characters they can display. The other ones, yes, the characters are cool. You're gonna want the minifigures from them. But I think something where it's like the actions, because these are how the characters look in game. They drive these mechs. So the next one here is Bastion. He's this robot who can transform. He can actually transform into this turret, and you can do that with the set. I don't think I have pictures of that.
Is Bastion oversized?
Yes, he is a little bit oversized, but they did make him display. And this was actually the character where they made a version of him in the game, like that's Lego, like one of his skins. And the cool thing is when he shoots, Lego fire comes out of his gun.
That's cool.
Oh.
So yes, Bastion is oversized. It's another one because it's a great display piece. But they did actually make the promo set that I was telling you guys about. They did make a actual size Bastion, but this is the better one because they wanted to make it so it could transform. But this is another one I think that's going to go well in the future.
I don't like the box art.
Huh?
For this set, the box art. I'm not a big fan of the Overwatch box.
Oh, yeah. The Overwatch didn't exactly have best box. I will say that. The Bastion went for $50. And that was one of the more expensive ones. The next one we got here is Wrecking Ball, who's another tank. This is another one. It went for about $20. I actually got my brother this set. It was really cool.
I like the mouse.
Hamster, yes.
Sorry,
That's what it is. So that's one of the cool things. I do have to quickly point that out. There were so many cool, unique figures that they did with this theme. And that's one of the reasons I do like the theme. This is another one. It went for $20. I think will sell well in the future because that ball, it can transform into this ball that rolls around like he does in game. But it's also just like, it's super cool that they made, instead of just making him a big fake, they actually made the mech for him. This is another one. So this is Junkrat on the left there, and then you got Roadhog on his motorcycle.
That's cool.
I think this is another set that will do well in the future, just because it's a good display piece, and the ones I'm pointing out are well display pieces. So you got a cool, fun build there. That was one of the very unique builds out of this theme, and then this was the most expensive set, and it's supposed to be this rocket that shoots up. There was a bunch of minifigures that came with it. I think you can't see them because they're in the rocket themselves, but again.
How does the rocket integrate into the game?
I don't know, actually. I can't remember. I think that's part of something, and that may have been before I started playing the game. I do have to say that. Because I am a bit of a newer player.
So how do you play the game? What's the game on PC, Xbox?
Actually, everything. But I play a PC. Yeah, and then here I just thought this would be fun to grab because I saw it here. I'm pretty sure this is all the minifigures they made for the, just so you guys can get like a nice, kind of like selection to see what kind of the figures look like.
Yeah.
That is all I have. I'm not gonna try to like. I don't really know how to sell you guys this theme. I'm just trying to give you guys the facts, kind of show you what it's like.
Yeah.
You guys are outsiders. I think that's the reason you guys are gonna have a better way.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this team did really well. They did a good job of capturing elements of the game. Like even these where they're moving the payload, because like there's different game modes. That's still cool that they incorporated that into a Lego set. And then you just get these really cool figures and background displays with them. And then, you know, sets like these where it's just amazing display pieces that even like I have them sitting on my desk and they just look amazing. And then you can move the joints to get them in different, though, like this set and maybe even this set are three that I'm actually thinking about picking up here in the future.
And the one that you got looks really cool, like the mechs.
Yes. And I love mechs, so that's why I love the set.
Yeah.
So
Mechs will always be an easy sell, I think.
yes.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of playability, even if you don't understand it. It's like why people like Transformers so much.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're great display value.
Do we want to go down the line?
Yeah. I'll pull up quickly here while you guys are talking. I'll pull up the tier list. So
Ethan,
I think it looks really cool. I saw I remember it had a lot of hype. Like the Overwatch, the people who were interested in Overwatch, I feel like they loved this theme. And even I had a lot of people that if they just knew a little bit about it, I noticed a lot of people picked up these sets like 2 years ago when they were, especially the Bastion. I noticed that was a set that a lot of people.
That was
picked
a
up.
very popular set.
For me personally, I don't play the game.
Yeah, that's
So it's hard to like I know of the game because my friends play it, but because I don't have like a passion for it, I really sounds weird. I don't care like what Lego does with the theme.
But think about if Lego put this out as a theme, what would you think of it? Like if you're just like, hey, I want to, I want something new, unique. That's how I look.
I think my problem with this is I think it would be cool if they would have, because I like the idea of the payload stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I like the way they set it up and had game elements with it. I think it would have been really cool if they would have just focused on one map where they have different parts of the map that you can put together as a set instead of focusing on different backgrounds and whatnot that aren't cohesive. And then you put the map together with all the different characters, and maybe you can have other maps with other different characters as time progresses, because I know they keep adding more.
Yeah,
that's my problem. Because I like the displayability of it. I think it would have all went very well together.
I do have to say one thing. I think like if they had done a map that like this map matched with this map.
Yes.
I think small elements like that would have been fine. The maps are huge. Like there are big.
I understand that,
a lot of these
but
maps.
like the main elements of the map, like the key checkpoints that you normally fight in,
that would have been actually kind of cool. I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's just my take. I just think that would have been cool,
no,
even as a non-fan of the game, because it does show the game-like elements. And I think when Lego chooses games as themes, I think they need to do something a little special with it to make it appropriate. I like the figures. I just, how do I say this too? It's so specific to what the game is. I almost wish, I mean, like the wings, like those wings could be used for other things. And I like stuff like that. But when you have such specific pieces like that helmet for the figure with the sword
Reinhardt.
Down below. Yeah. Reinhardt. I get a little weird with it. I don't know.
I agree. I mean, for the record, this was the character on the right there that I don't know why they threw. He was not part of the game. That I know.
I was going to ask you that. What is the guy with the phone, and what does that mean?
I don't know. I can quickly click. Let me quickly see if I can do some research.
Because what I also know is that, because my friends have shown me this before, trying to get me into the game, is showing like trailers or shorts from Overwatch before it's come out with story elements for each of the individual characters, and I think that some of these sets might be based on those shorts.
Quick thing, so games like this, games like League of Legends, Overwatch, Valorant, all those characters have backstories. They always make a backstory before they put the character into the game. So I do think that some of that could have been from that. So I do think this is like Star Wars to me. It's like if you're a fan of the game, if you're a fan of watching that content, you're going to want the figures. Outside of Star Wars, are you going to really care about Star Wars minifigures?
Yeah. I will also say, when it comes to investments, this is my take. This is just my take. I know Brad has a very different take, but personally, I don't think that Overwatch is going to be around as long as something like Minecraft. And that's why I think that, well, it's maybe not. I mean, for the niche that it is, it's a very niche market. Maybe it'll be good, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it being around forever in a sense. It is right now. And if you want to make a quick buck and resell like off the bat in a year, maybe. But don't keep these sets for very long if you're going to invest.
I'm saying there's certain sets that will do well because of, I'm saying everyone loves mechs. Everyone, like, that's just a cool display piece. I think that's why those sets are going to resell better. We are getting a second Overwatch game coming out. So because of that.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
That is going to bring a lot of interest, especially since that game is supposed to have a story mode. And when you get connected to characters, people want minifigures.
Okay, see, now this is exactly what I said about like knowing your material before you start investing in something. Do the research if you're ever going to invest in something that you don't necessarily understand, that you think you have a good vibe about, like, oh, this is a cool game. I bet other people like this and would buy it, even though I have no idea what it is. You have to do your research and understand what's going on in the market. Because even though it's Lego, all these different themes are their own individual market.
Yes. I can agree with that.
Zane.
Quiet.
Quiet.
I've just been pondering on it because, like for example, I can really appreciate the video game aspect of it because I love like Halo, for example. Halo was a big thing for me growing up, and if there was a Master Chief actual Lego minifigure, or if they did like the rings and you could connect all the rings, like the Warhog.
They do that in Mega Bloks.
I know they did it in Mega Bloks. If Lego came out with it, I would love it and I would buy it. And I know a lot of people my age would love something like that. My older brother, a lot of my family, friends, all that kind of stuff. So I can appreciate that because I know a lot of people really enjoy this game. A lot of people do a lot of cosplay with it. A lot of people dress up with it. And so those people that go out and like for example, like me, like I like Darth Vader. You know, I'm going to go out and buy the Darth Vader brickhead, a minifigure, the buildable set, the helmets, the lightsaber, because I like Darth Vader as a character. This gives people multiple avenues to get one specific character, one specific thing. Like you could probably get a pop of one of those characters.
Yes.
You can get a Lego set that has that character. I think it does good with the people who enjoy video games. Kind of like the artwork earlier. It kind of ties Lego and video game people together. You know, gives them another
brings in a new audience. Like I got my brother Wrecking Ball for Christmas one year. He absolutely loved that set. Now he doesn't do a lot with Lego anymore, but he loved building that. He loved having that set on his shelf. So
yeah, exactly. Okay, for example, Saturn V. Okay, I bought that for my little brother, and he loves space stuff. He's not big into Lego, but he loves space stuff. And every time he comes in, he's like, "That's the coolest Lego in here, isn't it? Don't you just love that Saturn V rocket? Isn't it so cool?" Like that kind of thing. Like they're not going to go out and buy every single set, but each person is going to have their little thing that they love about it.
It's interest based. It's not always Lego based.
Yes, it's not like necessarily Lego. It's because of the video game.
But I think they did a good job where it's like, hey, people love action figures. Let's give them action.
I think they did great. I mean, even if you didn't know what it was, if I saw that mech, I mean, you could think it might be part of Ninjago. I mean, there's all kinds of different mechs that have been out that, you know, if you collect mechs.
The Marvel mechs?
The Marvel mechs.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put all these things in a room and on a shelf.
And I'm going to be honest, at a certain point, if you bought this for your kid, they don't care what it's from because it looks cool.
Yeah.
They'll make up their own backstory with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's
Like
the thing about Lego.
This is very open-ended to the story that you can do with these. I was just trying to think of playability, like display. Okay, so like things we like to target. Display ability, I think you can check that off the box. I think because not every theme is going to have, do you want to display all your Star Wars sets? No. Not all your Star Wars sets are worth displaying.
No, they are. What are you talking about?
I mean, same thing with Harry Potter. Every theme has some stuff you're like, I wouldn't display that, but I want the set.
I also think it depends on how you display it.
Mhm.
It's not always about am I going to display it. It's how am I going to display it.
Oh my god!
And I've recently started thinking about that more.
It's a good thing to be thinking about,
But
Matt.
I'm just saying, this theme has good displayability. I think, Ethan, do you think you'd make cool mocks out of these?
I don't know anything about the game, but they're really cool minifigures. So yes, I think it has a lot of for the mock world. Yes,
And it's like I look at this, and I look at what you are given, and I think you could do
Stop
so
that.
much cool stuff with that.
Yeah.
Stop
I
it.
think honestly, you could go in. You could build, as Matt was saying, parts of the map and have fights going on between your favorite characters. I think the resale value isn't bad there, like in the max, especially knowing what's coming up with it. But
Now,
that's
do you think there will be a new wave with the new game though? Is that
I think we
something
might get
that
one set at least. I wouldn't be surprised.
I could see more? Did these sell well?
Um,
I think they did.
Like were they
They
off the
did.
shelves?
I remember.
I don't think they
I
were like the
remember they
best.
were off the shelves. But like once in a while you go to Target, you can still find them once in a while. But
Yeah.
like sometimes that's with any theme. Like you can still find some old Ninjago stuff once in a while. Like it just depends on the store.
Well, gentlemen, are we ready to rank this bad beast?
Sorry, I was going. I'm
I'm
just trying to like.
impressed.
I just been trying to like sell you guys on this a bit. I know, so I just want to make sure you guys understood where I was coming from
No,
from
you're
this
good.
theme. Because that's what I like to do. I like to research these themes. I know a bit more of the
Mhm.
backstory to the game, but I'm trying to tell you guys like, look, this isn't just about. I look at a lot of these themes and like, hey, if I didn't know, if I didn't know like Marvel sets backstory, would I still want to buy these sets? If I didn't know, like, would you want to buy these sets without it? Looking at these sets, would you still want to buy them? I just want you don't have to answer that, but think about that in the back of your mind while looking at these. So,
I know where I want to put it.
Matt, we're gonna start with you just for the
Yeah.
fun of it.
Oh. Okay, no, I wouldn't want to buy these sets, and I know that's very me, like because
That's you.
I
That's you.
I don't buy sets that I don't want unless they're on clearance. Like
I mean, that makes sense. It's okay. I mean, you don't have to want it. It's not a big
No,
deal.
But, like,
no,
okay, I'm just saying, like, I'm not even saying like buying, like, I'm just saying when you think about ranking these themes,
no, and I
just
know
look
that.
at-
I understand that. Look, if I was an Overwatch fan, that would make a completely different like thought process
Yeah.
in my head. I'm sure it would. And I don't hate them, but they're just not for me. And I
Yeah.
think
Mhm.
like if I was a kid walking into a store, well, maybe not me as a kid, but I know if I saw a kid walking into a store who didn't even know what Overwatch was, he might walk up to it and be like, "Mom, can we get this? I don't know what it is, but this mech
Yeah.
looks cool." Now, I think the other sets that don't have mechs in them, they aren't as cool. I don't
Yeah.
think. I mean, the characters
I
look
agree.
cool, but that's just my take.
Yeah.
Because there's something like I mentioned about Transformers. There's something about a mech that
Yeah.
I want to see it battle other mechs and see what it can do
Yep.
in that battle. And that's how I used to play with Lego as a kid. So, for a collector's perspective, if you like Overwatch, yeah, having them all together to display would be awesome, especially if you don't have a lot of Lego and you're a big time gamer and other people came over to check out your collection of Lego Overwatch. I'm sure they would love it. Honestly, I'm thinking C for me personally.
Wow.
But yeah, I thought Lego did a great job. I just would like to have seen more consistency and
Yeah.
a story that like carried the story. I don't feel like these sets tell a story much
And,
more than they
can I just-
promote the game.
I think if Overwatch 2 comes out, I think they could do a better job with the wave because there's gonna be a story element to that game. There's gonna be a solo like single player game to play through, which the original game didn't have. It's just battling it out. So I do agree. I think I can see that.
So, what letter are you going to give it?
C.
He said
C.
C.
C. Well, I'll go ahead and choose mine. I think was there a
Wow.
particular order that was?
I was gonna say Zane next, but go on, Mister.
Well, I think.
It is Ethan's channel, so go ahead, Ethan.
Go on, Ethan. Be a party.
He had
pooper.
a thought. Don't take his thought away.
Yes, go Ethan. Go on.
I think this is a really cool theme. I think this is one of those themes that you look at, like this is for me. it's a really cool theme, but I don't see if I was, I think it's a really cool theme, but I don't see me buying them, but I can appreciate how cool they are. So I would probably put it at like a B, or in that maybe like a low B probably. Because I see the Lego movies on there, and the Lego movie is a very similar theme. They're a cool theme, but I just didn't get the sets. I was more into Star Wars during the time and Ninjago.
Yeah.
So B.
Zane.
Brad.
Ethan loves his B's.
I want to hear I like hearing everyone else's thoughts. Help me form a good thought.
Brad, you don't have to go last.
All right. No, go on.
Y'all are amazing. I love doing this with you guys.
Every time Zane's like, I hate this, he thinks you guys are amazing.
No, I'm just being serious. I'm being serious because we talk about it and we all get so excited. We all just like start talking and we're like, oh crap! Like someone else is talking, like, oh crap, we're doing it again. But we all just we love each other. And
I love you guys so much.
Yeah.
Kill you all. I love you.
Oh, sorry, son of a. Anyways, so I honestly, in my opinion, I give it a C. That's my ranking on it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the game. I appreciate the builds of it. I do. But I'm looking at our tier list, and I look at what we have there. I see that there's Ninjago and Dimensions and all these things that would have mechs that if I was a younger generation, I walked into the store. Because I do. There's times I go down the Lego aisle, and I'm like, is there anything that I want to buy? Like, is there anything that stands out to me? And not a lot does. And if I saw that, I would buy it. I'd buy that mech, whatever the green and orange and tan one was. That's cool. But there's not a ton of sets. I don't know a lot about the backstory for mock ability. I mean, like each character has to have their own backstory. There's a lot to it that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm just basing it off of seeing the set itself. Like just not knowing anything about it, seeing the set. And I love the MOCs, and I feel like it would fit in with Ninjago really well because they have MOCs all over the place. And if I walked in, like, because I see Ninjago, these not MOCs, mechs. Sorry, mechs. I see Ninjago mechs every time I go to the Walmart and Target. So I really feel like it fits with that area. I don't really necessarily feel like it's as good as, well, maybe it is. I guess you're right with the Ninjago City, but the Egypt one that had all the different buildings, the pyramids and Pharaoh's Quest, power miners. I don't feel like there's as much hype for it.
Yeah, but how many sets? I mean? That's $30 comes with 2 mechs.
Well, I was gonna ask too. Do you guys think, and this is like a little off topic, but it kind of goes with it. Do you ever think that we're too meched out?
I think. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna finally just put my thoughts here. I think Ninjago does crappy mechs. I look at those mechs and I'm like, I don't want to buy those. Those just look awful. And that's like because you guys know my background. I grew up on Exoforce. I loved Exoforce. I think Exoforce did things right. I look at Ninjago and once in a while I'm like, hey, that's a cool mech. I'd like there was a cool samurai mech once in a while. But besides that, I don't. I think more themes need to do good mechs because mechs are great. I can grab both of these in each hand and fight them out. Where sometimes it's hard to do that with little minifigures. That's why I like mechs. Mechs now for an older version of me, I love seeing those on my shelf. Oh my gosh, they stand out. You can set them out in action poses. They look great. I think the two sets I got, like the set I got, it's on par with Exoforce for me. Like the set looks amazing. Like the builds are well done. They look great, and they feel more like Exoforce mechs than the crappy Ninjago mechs I see here and there. I know this set has more excitement, like this team has more excitement because I know the backstory. I see all these elements. I'd love to have this because I love playing that character in the game. I love doing this in the game. I think this would look just great on a shelf. I look at these sets and think of as a player of this game, oh my gosh, I could do a payload area here. You get, 6 figures on each side. They're battling it out. I see how you could do MOCs with this theme.
Yeah.
I see all these great things about it. And to me, I see more potential for this theme. I see a good, unique theme. I feel like a lot of times LEGO doesn't do more unique themes. I'd rather get these sets any day over Monkey Kid. Monkey
me
Kid
too.
is,
I would get it over Ninjago in a heartbeat.
yeah.
I mean,
I look at what's serious. Agents, Dimensions, Monster Fighter. I would get these sets over all of the C sets any day. To me, it's a low B. And that's what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say, to me, it's a low B. I think these sets are way better than any of those C list sets. Themes. I know I have a personal connection, but I will say this. I didn't play Overwatch when I was giving my brother Wrecking Ball because I wanted to get him a fun thing for Christmas because he was just becoming a dad and all this. I went into the store and I was actually tempted to get myself an Overwatch. I was looking at these. I was like, this is really cool. My brother built the set in front of me and I was like, this is a really cool set. I love the building mechanics. I wanted to get this team even when I didn't have Overwatch stuff. And then when I started playing the game, I wanted to get it even more. Honestly, to me, this would be an A. Like this team would actually be an A. But I get what you guys are saying. I look at what else is on this list. I think it's a B.
Yeah. Looking at the list, I do like Ninjago. So
I think what I like about mechs. I'm sorry to cut you off, Ethan, because I don't want to lose the thought. But what I like about some mechs is that they are flexible and durable. I don't know if those are Brad or not because I'm not holding them in my hands. But like I like to be able to smash two mechs together and no parts come off.
They are great mechs. I gotta give it. Okay, so what this screams to me, because I've been looking at it as we've been talking, there is a game from early 2000s for an original Xbox, and it was pretty much all it was mechs. These robots that you could have and walk around a city, and you would fight each other, and you could not.
Wait. What's it called?
I don't
Mech
remember.
Warrior?
Is it Mech Warrior?
I'm trying to remember because my siblings played a game like that too, where it's like you could customize the mech with different missiles and stuff.
Yeah, different missiles and stuff, and like there's some of them had like 2 legs.
Wait, did they have like a shoulder rounds on them with just missile? Yes, it's the Mech Warriors. I can research it, but yeah, keep going.
That it makes me think of that. Hey, there's a Google.
A good old Googler.
Some good Googler. We don't want to see a search history.
Oh my goodness!
It makes me think of that, and
yeah.
I have a hard time. Like I want to give it a B, I do, but for a Lego set standpoint, I look at the Egyptian thing and all the other stuff we have there that seems more Lego-y. And this, like I said about Halo, like I would love to make a Halo set. I just don't have that connection with it where I feel like Lego is more out there. It screams more Lego when it comes to the Egyptian one versus mechs.
But you have to think too, how many mechs are actually in this theme?
2.
3.
Yeah.
2 sets.
3.
4.
Yeah, 2 sets.
4. Isn't the one Rolly Ball?
Yeah, no, he is.
If you count that as a mech, then it's.
But there are other elements that aren't just mechs. Like I love the Junkrat bite. Like I would love to put that on my shelf. Actually,
But for a non-Overwatch fan, I don't know what that is. I don't mean that in a mean way.
Yeah.
In a mean, no, I'm just being
honest. I get it. I'm just saying I love the look of this team. I love what they did with it. This gives me hope that they could do great things with video game themes.
Here you go. So we're tied right now. 2 Bs and 2 Cs. I have a tiebreaker. My brother-in-law Kyler, he loves video games. Seriously, he buys these things. He buys statues. He buys pop figures. He spent like $800 on this throne of this dude sitting there with a sword and stuff because he buys stuff like this because he plays video games.
Yeah.
So what I will do is because he's in my Discord right now, I can ask him what would he put it from what is it, S to F?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh boy.
Hey Tyler,
random says I say it max B.
you need to be a tiebreaker for our show tonight. We have 2 people voting a B and 2 people voting a C. You play the game Overwatch.
Pick a letter in the letter.
If you had to buy a Lego set from Overwatch,
Overwatch theme.
Overwatch theme, like the mechs and the transforming and stuff like that, would you rank it anywhere from S being the best and then A, B, C, D, E, or F? Where would you put it on the map? Yeah, the Lego set, the theme as a whole.
All we're hearing is wah, 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 wah.
Sounds like a Death Trooper.
It
I
sounds
can't
like
actually
Charlie
do what he's
Brown's mom.
Yeah.
Do what? It's A through F or S tier. S tier is the top, and then it goes A through F. It's not S tier. So 2 of us have the B and 2 of us have C, and we need a tiebreaker.
He knows what the sets look like, right?
He's probably looking at them right now.
Oh boy.
He says B, everybody. He says B.
Yes.
Why? I wanted to understand why.
Why do you say B, Kyler?
Because they're well designed sets, but
I'll give it that.
well designed sets.
I can go with a low B. I'm happy with that. It just doesn't deserve a C. Doesn't deserve that much disrespect. Ninjago does, but yeah.
He's saying that they're well-designed sets. They're very true to the game. There's not a huge range. It's not like in Star Wars or Ninjago and stuff where there's a ton of stuff to it. But what they did do is very true to the game. True.
That's
to
what I
the
agree
mech,
with.
True to the
I agree with
figures.
that.
True to the minimalness of it is it's true to the bases.
Yes,
Suzanne,
I agree
now
with
we
that.
need your wife to come in, who is not a fan, and she needs to
All right,
rate
I'll be back. Thanks, guys.
it.
Okay, so I guess B is where it lands, Brad.
I am happy with a B. I'm happy with a low B.
But he did have a very valid point, though. They're very
He did.
well, very accurate. I
agree.
mean, very solid. You know, I will agree with him on
Yeah.
his ranking.
But he is a
Um,
video game fan.
Mm-hmm.
He is
That's
a
all I'm
video
going
game
to
fan.
say. That's all I'm going to say.
But that's what I'm saying. So he can see the things in the video game. He plays as them, and then he looks at the Lego and sees that, hey, these are very true to what I play with in the game. These are very true what I see on the screen. So I would like to have it as a shelf piece because he does. He has, like I'm telling you, like I'll have to have him send me a picture of it because he's got things like all kinds of random things from
He
games.
says the same thing about you, I'm sure.
Yeah, but see, he
He
has all
has
Star Wars Lego.
Things.
All right, so I'm going to quickly wrap this up here, guys, because we're getting really late here. So this is what the tier list is looking like, Lex. Guys, please send me suggestions of what themes we should talk about next.
Aqua Raiders.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely do Aqua Raiders next week.
Galador.
No.
Let's do it. We're going to do it.
Click
We need
it.
to. We need to get some F in there.
Monkey Kid.
Ooh, I need to make a list of themes. What was the one that we said was going to be F? I said it was
What was that?
shoot. There's a theme.
That was the Carrot House.
No, this is
No.
Was it?
Easter.
All right, let's get this wrapped up here, guys.
Okay,
It's like-
guys. Ethan, you want to take it away?
Yes, that's going to no question of the week. We did a question a week about 2 weeks ago, and we only got one.
Really?
So that might be
Was it randomly random?
no, it wasn't. That's my thing. Randomly random. You didn't do the question of the week, and
So yeah, we dropped your memes. Not
yes, I only did 2 of them this week.
What was the question of the week that week?
Okay, I'll read it. I'm not
Guys,
gonna pull it up through the computer.
It's 2 hours into the stream. We need to.
Well, we can
need to wrap
redo
this
the
up.
question of the week for next week if everybody
Yes.
would
Yeah.
go and actually fill it out.
Yes, we can do that. We can do that.
That's all I'm saying. And guys, perfect opportunity to say, please join the Stud Buds Discord. Link in
Oh,
the
wow.
description below.
Studbud, Discord, Instagram, and YouTube channel. Go subscribe and follow all those.
You see this
That's
stuff?
cool,
He
thanks.
just texted me this stuff. He just texted me these things. This is what I'm talking about. So, like the chests and stuff, they're from a game called Sea of Thieves. Like in game, like you find these skulls and these chests and stuff. And
He
Zane, I
likes
hate
My
to say
Hero
this. We
too.
can talk about this afterwards.
I'm just telling you, I'm sorry. just to prove the point. Just the point for what he was making through the show. That is all.
He is knowledgeable.
Oh, we got DC randomly random for next
Oh,
week as our theme.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, did everyone jump? Has everyone followed us on the Discord? Has everyone followed the new YouTube channel and the Instagram?
Y'all need to.
And all of us individually.
Yes.
And all of us individually
Yes.
on all
On
platforms?
every platform.
Okay, this is the question for Discord. So speaking of Lego Marvel, that was after that last Stud Buds with all the new Marvel leaks.
Yeah.
I was like, what is your all-time favorite Marvel or any superhero Lego set or minifigure? Kind of made it a wide range of Marvel.
Yeah.
Get into Marvel. I guess we don't have many Marvel fans because
Ooh.
only Wrathful
When your life
answered
gives
it.
you heartburn, you get Tums.
Yes.
Um,
And randomly random, I am sad that you didn't answer the question of the week.
So that is why he dropped your meat.
Yes.
oh my
All right,
gosh.
let's wrap this up.
I'm
here,
sorry.
guys.
I'm
It's
sorry
like the
for
Batman
starting
and
this.
Joker. This is literally like the Batman and Joker.
Brad is doing-
Bad Bud bully.
Okay, Ethan, wrap it up.
Okay. So I know this was especially the last 30 minutes has been more. This has been a chill stream. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you aren't following all of these guys, Breaking Up Brad, Block.studios, Matt Mellish, Ethan the Artisan, be sure to go follow them. They are awesome.
You are too. You're all awesome.
I was about to
love
say
you
that.
guys. Except Zane.
How many
He's a
more weeks
little-
do I have to do this? When's my contract up? Not joking.
I love you, Zane.
Well, that's going to wrap up this show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all of our videos and have a great and wonderful day.
Don't
forget
forget
to
to
be
check
Bring up
out
the next level.
I hate you, Matt. I'm gonna kill you.
but he did
I would
text me. I
stop
said it
taking
with
my
him.
catch fine.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.